After an incredibly relaxing weekend, we're back to work today here on Wildcats Radio 1290. Hope you had a great weekend. I know I had a great weekend. Dragon Ball, I hope yours was semi-unexciting.
It was pretty chill, to be completely honest with you. It was very, very chill.
I have no idea what that means, but I guess that's what all the kids call it now. So good. You didn't get hit by a car, so I think that's a good thing. All right, I've got a lot to get to on the program today. Today is what?
Monday.
No.
It's the first show of
No.
May.
It's Box Office Blitz Day.
That's right.
So we will have some prizes. I'm not sure what we're giving away right now.
I can tell you what it is right now.
Oh, you can?
Yes.
Oh, contraire, Montfrere. Tell me what we're giving away today, my friend.
We have $25 gift cards to your favorite Valentine's Day location.
Which is, don't tease me,
Hooters.
it should be everybody's Valentine's Day. It should be everybody's favorite thing in the world to go to. All right, so coming up on the program today, you're going to get three opportunities to win gift cards to Hooters, $25 each. We'll do it this hour, next hour, and the third. Monday just keeps getting better, folks.
There you go.
So we have that going for you. Today we come to you live from the studios of Wildcats Radio 1290. They're brought to you by Casino del Sol. Sol Sports, bet easy, win big, bet local. I had a very enjoyable weekend. I went to the fair and ate lots of corn dogs and fair food and bought a bunch of stuff that I didn't need. It's a perfect day at the fair.
Did you even attempt the fabled hot Cheetos float that I saw?
I don't like hot things. I'm a big fraidy cat, scaredy cat coward and will not have. No.
I mean, you will at least put like a jalapeno or something like that on like a burger, right?
No.
Really?
No.
Oh, okay.
If God wanted my mouth on fire, he would have made me a dragon.
Fair enough.
No, I'm awful. I don't like anything spicy. So, but we did go have all the fair food. We wandered around. There were more beer stands than there were food stands, which made the fair even more fun.
Mm-hmm.
It made it more enjoyable, so we partook in all of that, wandered around. I bought the shoe cleaning kit that they sell in the mall.
You bought the shoe cleaning kit?
Oh, the tennis shoe cleaning kit, the one, because you ever go through the mall, the guy's like, hey, come here, let me see your shoes.
Yeah.
You put your shoes up, he scrubs it, gets it clean. So I told my wife, I said, I'm going to get one. So I bought the Big Mac Daddy one, and all my shoes look brand new. Because, I'm a semi-sneakerhead. So I was just ecstatic.
No, that's true, because you did mention with Bendu when we talked to her earlier in the year that you were a bit of a sneakerhead yourself.
I am a bit of a sneakerhead. I'm not a real sneakerhead because I actually wear my shoes. Like, I know guys that are sneakerheads that have really expensive shoes, and they might wear them once.
And that makes no sense to me.
And if I see them, it depends on whether they can beat me up or not. If you're a sneakerhead and you can't beat me up, I'm bigger than you, I'm going to step on your toe.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, man, you can't do that.
Yeah, if you're going to be that ridiculous, buy sneakers and not wear them, I'm going to step on your toe. Or at least I'm going to pretend to step on your toe. Now, there's a couple people I know that take it really serious, and I wouldn't do that to them.
You know that's kind of the thing that starts the ball rolling to the big disaster and do the right thing, right?
No. Well, somebody stepped on somebody's shoe?
Well, yeah, no, I mean,
I don't think I've ever seen do the right thing all the way through.
Oh, no, it's pretty good. Giancarlo Esposito, who we all know as one of the great villains in TV history, Gus Fring from Better Call Saul and, of course, Breaking Bad. He played a character called Buggin' Out. That was the character's name. And he had his shoe stepped on by somebody, and that's kind of what started up everybody trying to hype him up, getting him into a fight. You can't step on someone's shoes, especially if I'm
bigger than you and I could beat you up, I would.
No, you can't.
Like if you had shoes, I'd walk by and scuff your shoe.
No, you can't do that.
Oh yeah, I'd be that much of a jerk.
That breaks so many local, like you talk about the unwritten rules in baseball. You talk about the Geneva Conventions. Like that
I'm kind of a rebel that way.
Yeah, that is.
I'm kind of a troublemaker. I'm
out there looking for trouble, man.
Don't mess with me. I'll step on your shoe. I'll totally step on your shoe.
Can't
So
mess with
anyway,
a man's Jordans.
I bought the thing that you scrub, and then it's got the white thing that you put around the bottom of your shoe. So my kicks look good right now. So I'm very excited about that.
If you are telling me that those work, I may end up having to look at getting a set for myself.
Yeah, I will show you. I'll bring it into work. I'll let you. I'll be like the guy in the mall, and I'll scrub your shoe clean for you.
Okay.
Little water, little brush, boom, we're ready to go.
Okay.
Just
better
saying.
than throwing it in the washing machine.
Nobody throws their shoes in the washing machine unless they're Vans.
I mean,
Stop. Okay, this is the part where you get me in trouble. Stop, because this is where you put me down the Dragon Ball hole. So let me not go there with you, because I got a bunch of stuff I got to get to right now. I got to tell you. So, see, it's your fault. I thought about it this weekend. It's your fault. You're the one who takes me down Dragon Hole. That's even better. Not even rabbit hole, a dragon hole. You're the one who ruins the show on a constant basis. Put that on tape and rerun that over and over and over again. It's 100% all your fault. All right. Why are people walking by our studios looking at me?
they're seeing how animated you're getting about this shoe problem.
No, people are walking by looking at me. There's something going on today. Oh, they're starting to work on the renovations of our studio.
Right, yeah.
So tomorrow, we might have a whole new look and sound. It might be all different tomorrow. You got, like, speakers up there? I got speakers in here.
The speakers haven't been installed yet. They're going to be trying to put those into the wall here probably tomorrow or sometime later down the work.
It's a big week for us. We've got baseball tomorrow. Grand Canyon University in for the final midweek game of the season. Thursday, we're going out of the road to Rusty's.
Okay.
For Cinco de Mayo, otherwise known as Los Richie's Day.
That's right.
I'm going to go celebrate. Thursday's also the opening of Doctor Strange and the Multitude of the Multiverse of Madness, yep. Which you're not going to go see, but I'm going to try to stay sober enough at Cinco de Mayo to go watch it when the 10 o'clock shows come out. And then Friday, I don't know what I'm doing Friday, but it's a busy week here at Wildcats Radio 1290. So here's what I want to get to on the program today. Big weekend, NFL draft, but I thought about it, and I thought about it, and I thought about it. I'm like, am I just a grumpy old man? Well, the answer is yes, but I wondered, is the NFL going to finally jump the shark when it comes to the NFL draft? And the fact that they had the Blue Man Group on set said, yes, thank you. They finally jumped the shark, and the NFL draft has now become a caricature of itself. The biggest thing they had in Vegas this weekend was Gronk's draft party, where Gronk was dancing and doing pull-ups and drinking champagne. If Gronk's draft party is part of the festivities for the NFL draft, it's officially jumped the shark. It's officially jumped the shark. You disagree? I know you sat there and watched all 15 hours of it.
I made sure to go ahead and pay attention, especially on day 3. You know, that's where championships are made, is day 3 of the draft. But, I mean...
I was watching NBA basketball.
They even brought in, Chris Angel and did a couple of, tricks and things like that, which I thought was... I mean, I hadn't seen Chris Angel in years. I didn't know that he was still doing the magic shtick out there. So, I mean, that was cool to see.
Yeah. You know what would be really cool to see him? In Vegas at his show, not while I'm watching sports.
I mean, you get to see a
No,
free
that's
show.
my biggest beef with all these things. That let's have a sporting event and we'll put a bunch of entertainment in the middle of it. They never call me and say, "Hey, listen, the last Ellen DeGeneres show is getting taped this weekend. Let's have WWE in the middle of it so Rich watches. Let's make it more entertaining by putting if Ellen had Ric Flair versus Hulk Hogan on her final show just to appeal to me, then I'd be happy." Why is it my TV viewing has to be taken over by Chris Angel and Blue Man Group and something else to make it entertaining for somebody who doesn't want to watch the NFL draft? Point number 2, NBA plays this weekend. NBA playoffs are this weekend. Oh, do they start out good on Sunday. Bucks win, Dubs win without Draymond Green. Coming over the bottom of the hour, we'll get a little preview of the Sons of the Mavs, my friend Brad Sesmat from Sports 360 AZ. You see him on Bally Sports Television. You check out his website, longtime sportscaster here in the state. We'll talk to him about the Suns getting Devin Booker back. It's going to be a great matchup. CP3 going against Luka Doncic. Now that Doncic is back, this is going to be a great series. The only thing that keeps this from being the best series ever is the fact that you've got young Ja taking on Steph Curry, and then Ja's dad hugging and clowning with Steph Curry and Klay Thompson after they shut his son out at the end of the ball game. Then on the other side, you've got the Heat going tonight. Then you've got Giannis Antetokounmpo and the Celtics. 4 great series of NBA basketball. Hey, finally, Silver, Commissioner, NBA, you gave me something to watch in the NBA, and I'm so excited. So we'll talk about that on the program today and the breaking news. Breaking news. University of Arizona men's basketball tweeted this out a little bit earlier. It's going to rock everybody's world. The Cats are going to change their uniform. The gradient jerseys are gone. The gradient jerseys that Sean Miller had were on their way out. It takes about a year and a half to pre-produce jerseys and make those changes. You saw you know this because you're an NFL freak, Dragon Ball. Mm-hmm. If you want to change your number, you can, but you got to buy all the old jerseys that are already made up so it'll become dead merchandise.
Yep.
So,
and sometimes you got to buy it from the veteran who has that number.
No. Okay, see, again, stop going down your Dragon Ball hole. I need a buzzer like, No. The rule is if you want to change jersey numbers, you have to notify the NFL, who notifies NFL Properties. NFL Properties, the marketing licensing arm that it puts their little stamp on everything and then jacks up the price 20-fold so you can buy a jersey, says, great. If you, Dragon Ball, want to change your number, what number are you now?
Let's go with 7.
All right, you want to change it to number?
10.
And there's 500 number 7 Dragon Ball jerseys. You have to buy all of those before we have to sell out all of those jerseys, or you have to buy them all out in order to change, even have the opportunity to change to number 10. Now, what you're talking about is if somebody else has number 10 and you want it, you get signed, you get traded, then it's a gentleman's agreement on giving up my jersey number for you. And that's the point. If you get traded to me, to my team, and I've got number 10 and you want it, and I'm go, all right, baby, let's make a deal. What would you like number 10? We'll start off with the Rolex, presidential, and then we'll go from there. Maybe a dinner. You know what? My family would like to go to vacation at Disney World, all expenses paid, but we want that girl in the plaid shirt showing us around so we have to wait in line. And we want ice cream when we're done, and you have to wash my dog.
Okay, so when do I have to pick up the dog?
If you want number 10.
What time? What time do I have to pick up your dog?
Well, you have to watch. Actually, you have to babysit our dog while we're at Disneyland, so you can have your number 10.
Okay, so I go and I watch the house and the dog.
But you know what? I've got my big blingy necklace that's diamond encrusted that I got from the Iceman. I'll throw that in for you as well if you buy me a BMW.
Okay, what color do you want?
It gets expensive.
Yeah, no, these deals are always weird.
No, they're not always. I mean, it depends. Like sometimes I've seen guys like, dude, you can have it. I don't care. Buy me dinner. I've seen other ones where guys walk in with Rolexes and offer the Rolex, and it goes, okay, well, that's where we're going to start because now I know you really, really want it. You know the first rule of negotiating, right?
What's the first rule of negotiating?
First person to mention a dollar amount loses. So if you and I are going back and forth, I've got it, and you go, hey, I want to give you, I'll give you a Rolex for it. Well, then I know you really, really want it. And now I'm going to just stick it to you. If you come over and you go, hey, what do you want for them? And I go, I don't know, dinner. And you go, tut, I'll take it. I was going to buy you a Rolex and send your kids to Disney World. First person to blink and give a number loses when it comes to negotiations. Write this down, Dragon Ball. I can't keep giving you all this free advice all the time. Get a pen, a piece of paper, write this stuff down. Coming up on the program, how would you like to win a $25 gift card courtesy of our friends at Hooters? Tell you what, coming up before the top of the hour, I'm going to give you a clue and a key and tell you the number and have you call in, and you can win that gift card. So we have all of that coming up for you today on the program. Hey, it's Mother's Day this weekend. Oh boy, this is one where it's always tricky. What do you get your mom for Mother's Day? Because if you get her a card, she'll go, "Oh, that's nice, but I was expecting C's candy, or I was expecting you to take me to dinner." If you take her to dinner, sometimes she'll go, "Oh, how about just a card?" You can't get this right. So here's what we want to do for you. This Mother's Day, we're giving moms a chance to take revenge on their kiddos by telling us some of the stories of the wildest thing their kids have ever done. One lucky mom will win 2 tickets to see Smashing Pumpkins at Casino del Sol's Ava Amphitheater coming up on May 15th. Go to wildcatsradio1290.com to submit your Revenge of the Mom story to enter to win. Good luck. And share that awful story. I'll tell my awful story sometime this week. My mom, up until the day she died, would love to tell this story about what I did in high school. It's awful. And to this day, I still wince when anybody reminds me about it. I'll share that story with you later on the program. Hey, coming up, I want to talk about why the clothing and the fashion sense of a 13-year-old dictates everything when it comes to college sports. We'll do that next here on 1290.
This is the Rich Herrera Radio Show. Now streaming on Facebook Live and YouTube at Wildcats 1290 and our website, wildcatsradio1290.com.
Terry crosses middle, handed to Matherin between the rings. Over for Creasa. Checked by Campbell. High screen from Koloko. Creasa around it, drives right. Throw it for Koloko, who slams it down for 2. Lamb set. And the pitch to Susak, driven out towards right field. That is going to get down for a base hit and go all the way to the wall. Casagrande headed for third. They're going to wave him around. He's coming home, and the Wildcats have tied it up. Susak with an RBI double to right center. And we're still playing ball. Tied at 16 in the bottom of the 10th. Shot blocked by Koloko, who grabs it out of the air. Ahead to Dalen Terry, Arizona with the ball, minute 30 to go, and a 6-point lead. Juzang working right, drives to the bucket, put up, blocked by Koloko, grabbed by Larson. Arizona ball, 38 seconds left. For Bernard, goes right, blocked by Ballo, grabbed by Matherin. Arizona ball, 22 seconds left. Campbell down for the Bruins, throw it out to Riley. He'll shoot the 3, blocked again by Koloko. Ballo grabs it, it's over. Championship to Tucson.
Hey, sports fans, it's Rich Herrera. Thank you so much for tuning into our stream. We'll be back in just a bit. Until then, how about some Arizona Wildcat highlights?
4th down and less than a yard. Trojans will go for it in a tie game. Slovis out of the shotgun. Step to his left. Step to handoff. Into the backfield and drop. No gain, loss on the play. Cats take over.
That's a huge play by Arizona. Explosive play in the backfield that time.
Shot blocked by Koloko, who grabs it out of the air. Ahead to Dalen Terry, Arizona with the ball, minute 30 to go, and a 6-point lead. Juzang working right, drives to the bucket, put up, blocked by Koloko, grabbed by Larson. Arizona ball, 38 seconds left. For Bernard, goes right, blocked by Ballo, grabbed by Matherin. Arizona ball, 22 seconds left. Campbell down for the Bruins, throw it out to Riley. He'll shoot the 3, blocked again by Koloko. Ballo grabs it, it's over. Championship to Tucson. Dalen Terry quickly the other way, out to Tabellas, down the lane to throw it down with the left hand. Look out. The locomotive slams it home.
Hey, sports fans, it's Rich Herrera. Show will be back in just a little bit. Thanks for tuning into our stream. Until then, how about some great moments from the University of Arizona Wildcats?
4th down and 2, Arizona. Down 14-0. Wildcats on 4th down this year are 12 of 20. Offset backfield. Plummer to throw the ball, looking, throwing towards the back of the end zone, and it's caught. Touchdown, Arizona. Oh, did they need that? My goodness. Booby Curry had to leap in the air to take the ball over the top of the defender, and the Cats are on the field. ASU with the ball. Down by 11, so they have to go. Steal by Koloko. He's going to drive the other way and slam it home, and foul by Lawrence.
Why Lawrence contested the big man, Christian Koloko, with defensive steal and flush.
Lawrence picks up his 3rd foul. Big guys love to play point guard. Koloko looked like what, driving down that was from mid-court. 3-point lead again for TCU. Down to 30 seconds left. Mathurin with the ball for the Wildcats. Mathurin around a Koloko screen, picked up by Lampkin. Go outside for Koloko. Feed it to Terry, right corner. Terry can't go baseline. Circles back out top to Mathurin. 10 to shoot. 16 left in the ball game. Mathurin, 3 balls straight away. Good!
That's a huge shot for Ben Mathurin in Arizona. Timeout TCU. This ball game is knotted up.
12.6 seconds to go. Ben Mathurin drains a deep 3 from straight away. He's got 24 points, and we're all even.
Hey, sports fans, this is Rich Herrera. Thanks so much for tuning into our stream. Back in just a bit. Until then, how about some highlights from the University of Arizona?
McLeod's going to line up under center. Wiley, the running back. Receiver either side. 2 tight ends. Oregon, 5-man front. They shift. Play fake, rolling right. McLeod looking to throw. Going deep. Down, trying to find Berryhill. Makes the catch inside the 25-yard line. Still loose inside the 15. First down, Arizona.
What a play by McLeod. He was smacked, but he had the presence of mind to know where Berryhill was. He threw the ball. He underthrew the ball, and Berryhill was looking back at it and made a great play on the ball. An amazing play by Jordan McLeod.
Brown will take the snap a yard deep in the end zone. Straight back to throw. Has some time. Steps into the pocket. The Wildcats have got him for a safety. Second safety Arizona has recorded this season. It's a 24-12 ball game, and the Cats will get the ball.
That's big.
Fully on the field is a safety.
I should turn my microphone on. There you go. Rich Herrera Show rolls on, brought to you in part by Trajan Wealth. 321-4100. 321-4100. Go to TrajanWealth.com for more details. You know what they always say? A fool and his money are soon parted. I wonder how many of these NFL players they're going to get drafted over this last weekend. How many of them will end up broke by the time they are done? According to the National Bureau of Economic Research, as well as close to 16% of the players in the study that were drafted between 96 and 2003 also filed for bankruptcy within 12 years of retirement. Why? Because they didn't watch their money. They didn't set goals. They didn't sit down. They didn't find people that they could trust to manage their money. It doesn't matter whether you're making millions or just a couple bucks. You need someone to help you manage your money. That's what they do at Trajan Wealth. They sit down, they put together a plan for you. You tell them your goals. They help you reach those goals. They set up a advisory fee. It's a low annual percentage. It's set up front with your client. That's how they make their money. Because if they make money for you, they make more money. And the bigger your portfolio grows, the more money they make working with you. So you see, you're all in this together. So why don't you call Trajan Wealth today? 321-4100. 321-4100. Go to TrajanWealth.com. Sit down. Go through your goals. Find somebody that you want to work with. They're right here in Tucson. And protect that money. And more importantly, grow that money with the help of Trajan Wealth. Trajan Wealth. Advisory services offered through Trajan Wealth LLC, an SEC-registered investment advisor. Again, their number 321-4100. Or go to TrajanWealth.com, TRAJAN Wealth.com. All right, why is it that the worst-dressed people on the planet are the most important people when it comes to college athletics? The University of Arizona is getting rid of the gradient jerseys. Were you a fan of the gradient jersey?
I think the gradient jerseys they were very cool the first year or two that they were there. Then they started to kind of look a little bit drab. They were not as eye-popping as they should be.
I didn't like them. I like the traditional old-school Arizona jersey. There was just something classic about that. Either you're going to have a classic jersey that stands the test of time and becomes worth something, or you're always trying to chase to figure out what the newest jersey is. And in the Pac-12, we have an example of both. We have the University of Oregon, that's Phil Knight's personal project, and they come up with some crazy combinations, and that's awesome for them. Then you have old school jerseys like USC, UCLA, Stanford hasn't changed their jerseys in a bazillion years. Then you have the schools that are kind of caught in the middle. Do we go chase Oregon, or do we chase the tradition of USC? For me, I'm an old man. You dress like an old man, Dragon Ball. But the reason why you get this quandary, and I remind my wife of this all the time. She's like, I hate those jerseys. I'm like, good. They don't want you to like these jerseys because that's not who these jerseys are designed for. These jerseys are designed to appeal to a 13-year-old boy, a 15-year-old basketball player, a 19-year-old basketball player. They're not designed to appeal to me or to you. Or you go old school and you make sure that the alumni love it and they give you enough money that they make it all possible for you to be able to have all the great stuff that you want. So you're kind of caught in the middle. And if you're Arizona, you're really stuck in the middle because there's a lot of people that love that old school Lute Olson era cactus trademark. You know, the one that Jed wears a lot, Tommy wears a lot. There's a lot of people who love that. But guess who probably doesn't love it? A 14-year-old boy that's looking for something fresh. If you ever think about it, you walk through the mall, who are the worst dressed people on the planet? 14-year-old boys. No? Tell me I'm wrong.
I mean, you're not wrong, but a lot of it is actually they're kind of pulling back from like older times and they're trying to make old things fresh and they're
No. This is universal. Go back. So like when I went home 2 weekends ago to my mom's house and we're looking at old pictures of myself in junior high and high school, I'm like, oh my God, why did anybody let me wear that? Like that shirt you're wearing today on the Dragon Ball camp. I go, why would anybody let you wear that?
Because this is comfy and I like that it's got a little bit of, Monday, but I'm trying to be cool kind of thing.
No. I'm just teasing. That's a nice shirt. But if you ever look back at photos of yourself, and I know you're sitting in your car saying right now, yeah, Rich, I know exactly what you're talking about. Why in the world did I have a mullet in high school? Why in the world did I wear those short shorts in high school? Why in the world did I wear a members-only jacket in high school? In high school, junior high and high school, we dressed like crap as men. What, are you disagreeing?
Well, no, I'm just saying that in the end, though, do you not want to keep some of that stuff just in case it comes back into style?
Again, don't take me down a dragon hole.
I'm just saying.
No, I go through this with my son. He'll look at me and go like, Dad, why'd you let me wear that? Kid, I told you it looked like butt, and you said, no, I'm going to wear it. You go, dude, you don't wear 4 different kinds of camel at the same time because you really like watching Swamp People, or what's the one where they Duck Dynasty. Duck Dynasty was big when he was at junior high, so he'd want to have a black camouflage hat, and he'd have a green camouflage shirt, he'd have brown camouflage pants. I go, dude, you're not from Louisiana. Go take that off. He'd wear it anyway. These uniforms are designed to appeal to 15-year-old kids.
Right.
That's who they're designed to. We'll talk more about this. I'm going to ask this of our question of the day. Do you want Arizona to go old school or new school in their basketball uniforms? We'll get to more of that coming up in the program. But next, I got to sit down with Brad Sesmat, Sports 360 AZ. He's going to join us next. We're going to preview the Suns, the Mavs, and get his thought on the NBA playoffs. That's coming up next. Oh, by the way, top of the hour, we're going to give you the opportunity to win that gift card from Hooters. That's all coming up here on 1290.
This is the Rich Herrera Radio Show. Now streaming on Facebook Live and YouTube at Wildcats 1290 and our website, wildcatsradio1290.com.
Terry crosses middle, handed to Mathurin between the rings. Over for Creasa. Checked by Campbell. High screen from Koloko. Creasa around it, drives right. Throw it for Koloko, who slams it down for 2. Lamb set. And the pitch to Susak, driven out towards right field. That is going to get down for a base hit and go all the way to the wall. Casagrande headed for third. They're going to wave him around. He's coming home, and the Wildcats have tied it up. Susak with an RBI double to right center. and we're still playing ball. Tied at 16 in the bottom of the 10th. Shot blocked by Koloko, who grabs it out of the air. Ahead to Dalen Terry, Arizona with the ball, minute 30 to go, and a 6-point lead. Juzang working right, drives to the bucket, put up, blocked by Koloko, grabbed by Larson. Arizona ball, 38 seconds left. For Bernard, goes right, blocked by Ballo, grabbed by Mathurin. Arizona ball, 22 seconds left. Campbell down for the Bruins, throw it out to Riley. He'll shoot the three, blocked again by Koloko. Ballo grabs it, it's over. Championship to Tucson.
Hey, sports fans, it's Rich Herrera. Thank you so much for tuning into our stream. We'll be back in just a bit. Until then, how about some Arizona Wildcat highlights?
Fourth down and less than a yard. Trojans will go for it in a tie game. Slovis out of the shotgun. Step to his left. Step the handoff. Into the backfield and drop. No gain, loss on the play. Cats take over.
That's a huge play by Arizona. Explosive play in the backfield that time.
Shot blocked by Koloko, who grabs it out of the air. Ahead to Dalen Terry, Arizona with the ball, minute 30 to go, and a 6-point lead. Juzang working right, drives to the bucket, put up, blocked by Koloko, grabbed by Larson. Arizona ball, 38 seconds left. For Bernard, goes right, blocked by Ballo, grabbed by Mathurin. Arizona ball, 22 seconds left. Campbell down for the Bruins, throw it out to Riley. He'll shoot the three, blocked again by Koloko. Ballo grabs it, it's over. Championship to Tucson. Dalen Terry quickly the other way, out to Tabellis, down the lane to throw it down with the left hand. Look out. The locomotive slams it home.
Hey, sports fans, it's Rich Herrera. Show will be back in just a little bit. Thanks for tuning into our stream. Until then, how about some great moments for the University of Arizona Wildcats?
Fourth down and 2, Arizona. Down 14-0. Wildcats on fourth down this year are 12 of 20. Offset backfield. Plummer to throw the ball, looking, throwing towards the back of the end zone, and it's caught. Touchdown, Arizona. Oh, did they need that? My goodness. Booby Curry had to leap in the air to take the ball over the top of the defender, and the Cats are on the field. ASU with the ball, down by 11, so they have to go. Steal by Koloko. He's going to drive the other way and slam it home, and foul by Lawrence.
Why Lawrence contested the big man, Christian Koloko, with defensive steal and flush.
Lawrence picks up his third foul. Big guys love to play point guard. Koloko looked like what, driving down that was from midcourt. 3-point lead again for TCU. Down to 30 seconds left. Mathurin with the ball for the Wildcats. Mathurin around a Koloko screen, picked up by Lampkin. Go outside for Koloko, feed it to Terry, right corner. Terry can't go baseline, circles back out top to Mathurin. 10 to shoot, 16 left in the ballgame. Mathurin, 3 balls straight away, good!
That's
We're tied.
a huge shot for Ben Mathurin in Arizona. Timeout TCU. This ball game is knotted up.
12.6 seconds to go. Ben Mathurin drains a deep 3 from straight away. He's got 24 points, and we're all even.
Hey, sports fans, this is Rich Herrera. Thanks so much for tuning into our stream. Back in just a bit. Until then, how about some highlights from the University of Arizona?
McLeod's going to line up under center. Wiley, the running back. Receiver either side. 2 tight ends. Oregon, 5-man front. They shift. Play fake, rolling right. McLeod looking to throw. Going deep. Down, trying to find Berrios. Makes the catch inside the 25-yard line. Still loose inside the 15. First down, Arizona.
What a play by McLeod. He was smacked. But he
And
had the
this is, well, it's trending here on 1290 at 3:34. This is David Ahmad with your sports update. Arizona baseball takes 3 out of 4 games from the Nevada Wolfpack thanks to hits like this from Nick McCleary.
The 1-1. This one's going to be lined out to left field. That's going to be a base hit for McCleary. Splain's going to come around to score. Now Bullard is waved in. And another run as Pa comes around. It's going to be a 3-run double for Nick McCleary to put Arizona up 4-0 over Nevada.
And now the Arizona Cardinals will be without wide receiver DeAndre Hopkins as he will start the year off on the NFL suspension list due to a 6-game ban from PEDs. And one of the big free agent signings left in the market in the NFL has a new home as one-time Cardinal safety Tyrann Mathieu heads to New Orleans on a 3-year deal. And we have the Mets need to go ahead and limit their roster size, and they will go ahead and designate former All-Star second baseman Robinson Cano for assignment. The Mets will still owe about $40 million on his current contract. And that's what's trending locally and nationally. Here, we'll send it back to Rich, and we'll get back to the Rich Rare Show here on 1290 Wildcats Radio.
All right, Rich Rare Show rolls on. Thanks for joining us, everybody. This is Wildcats Radio 1290. We run out to our guest hotline and welcome Brad Sesmat from Sports 360 AZ to the program as we break down the Suns and their next go-around, this time against the Mavs. It's going to be one heck of a series. Mr. Sesmat, how are you?
Rich, it's good to hear your voice. It's been about a year for you, right? In Tucson? Over
No, we're going on our second year. We'll be coming up on our second football year.
Get out of here.
Yeah, so I've been fooling them down in Tucson for another 12 months. We'll see if I can get through another 12.
What are you kidding me, fooling them? You're doing great work. Look, I think coming into tonight's series, I think there's going to be a Wildcat that's going to play a big role, and that's DeAndre Ayton tonight because completely different series. You know, when you look at Dallas, it's a team they played 3 times during the regular season, and Porzingis was with them when they played. Doncic didn't play in 2 of the games. Porzingis is gone. Luka against Mikal Bridges, what a great matchup. But I think if you look at the inside game here, you know, all the focus is on Jalen Brunson against Chris Paul and Doncic and Bridges, but who's really going to slow down DeAndre Ayton? That's going to be, I think, where the Suns take care of business in this series. But I'll tell you, Rich, Golden State looks better than the Suns right now. I think Boston looks better than the Suns right now. I think Milwaukee looks better than the Suns right now. So we'll see if they can get on track. And some of that had to do with Devin Booker's hamstring, but be a great series starting tonight. We'll be there down at the arena.
What is the latest? What are you hearing about Booker and his ability to play? Maybe not tonight, but maybe by game 2 or 3?
He's going to be there. It's always about the gamesmanship, as they like to say. Are you able to play? Are you not able to play? And then it comes down to the last-minute starting lineups, and there he is out on the floor. So, you know, I think there's always that chance that something flares up when it's warm-ups. You know, the Suns got their wrist slapped by the NBA for announcing or not announcing that Booker was going to be able to play. All the gamesmanship that goes on this time of year, they're not going to say much, but I fully expect to see Devin Booker have a big playoff series this time around.
How much did last year's run to the NBA Finals help the Suns as far as being battle-tested, knowing what to do, knowing what this grind is like, and how have they improved just between the ears since last year?
I think that's a great question. 2 years ago when they went to the bubble and they had a big run, the bubble did not have fans. The bubble did not have travel. The bubble was a completely different deal, and people were so excited about it. I would say, well, I don't know. Devin Booker's been through a lot of bad teams, and now you got some players coming in alongside of him that are really good. I don't know if that has much to do with the bubble. And then last year, Rich, to your point, you go through the Lakers, and Suns-Lakers will always be something. Whenever you beat the Lakers, it gets people excited. But the Lakers weren't good last year. You know, bandwagon Laker fan would say, oh, you take a shot at our team. No, Anthony Davis was hurt. LeBron James was trying to get it done basically on his own. And so in the first round last year, they had that series. They had adversity last year. I think this time around when they ran into New Orleans in the first round, that was a young, hungry team with a coach, Willie Green, that was on Monty's staff last year. He knew everything that the Suns were going to do. He knew every little preparation play. And the players for New Orleans, give them credit, they weren't afraid. They didn't give a darn. And then Devin Booker not being out on the floor. So the combination of it, the Suns were pushed in that first round, which you don't like to see if you're a Suns fan, because the grind. I thought last year against Milwaukee towards the end, Rich, Chris Paul looked tired. And you can say, oh, well, it's the finals. No, when you start putting out the mental and physical energy at 35, 36 years of age, it's going to take its toll. So when he had to play heavy minutes against New Orleans last week, I was not happy about that. And so in this series, it's not like they're just going to roll over and play dead. That goes back to my comments about Golden State. Golden State just looks crisper. I want to see Draymond Green against Jay Crowder in a 7-game series. I will see fights. I will see grit. I will see a lot of entertainment and energy. But they've got to get through Dallas first, and that is what the grind of the postseason is all about. You know, people said, oh, well, the Suns played Dallas 3 times in the regular season. The regular season doesn't mean jack in this day and age, the way that it's set up. Players are rested. Minutes are being managed. It's a completely different refereed style of game. And so the physical play, we'll see if they let them go at it tonight. But I fully expect this to be a knockdown, drag-out, bloody nose, but 6-game series. The Suns win, advance to Golden State.
It really does turn out to be a game of attrition. Who can get through this? Who gets through healthy? Who gets through with the least amount of bruises? And that's why I loved what I saw out of the Suns last year. And again, I started getting the man crush on Monty Williams, the coach of the Suns. He was just so good. It's such pressure-packed moments and took the pressure off a young Suns team. And I think that was one of the things they were most responsible for. Maybe Chris Paul looked like an old man, but Monty Williams looked like a sage veteran head coach. There's a couple times where he just kind of calmed everybody down and kept the Suns in ball games where I thought they played a lot more mature than they really were.
No, I think that's a great point. And, you know, last year the Lakers lost Anthony Davis in the first round. What happened? They get eliminated. This year you have Chris Middleton, one of the best players in the NBA at Milwaukee. He's out with an MCL injury. You have Joel Embiid over in Philadelphia. He just got cracked in the head. You don't know how long he's going to be out. You had Devin Booker who gets a hamstring injury. You know, you just don't know when it gets to this time of year where that injury is going to come from. Chris Paul last year for the Suns, remember? You know, the Suns were without Chris Paul for a bit. I think in Monty's space, it's the calm that you talk about, but also it's the belief that, okay, you're Mikal Bridges, and I'll go back to last year. You're Mikal Bridges, you're Cam Johnson, you're Cameron Payne. And Cameron Payne's not had a great postseason so far, a year later, but those 3 young guys came in last year, and they didn't care. It's like New Orleans, Rich. They didn't care. Just a bunch of young dudes. They're like, I don't know any better. You know, I'm just supposed to be out here playing games. We're just here to, as Chris Paul says, we're just here to hoop. That's Chris Paul's answer to most everything. We're just here to hoop. We hoop. We ball. That's all they talk about. There's not the glitz and the glam. I have this many retweets. I have this many followers. I have this many endorsements. All the BS and nonsense that is in professional sports in this day and age, it doesn't mean a thing. Just win. Show up and win. And that's why I find this Suns team to be very embraceable. You know, there's not a lot of that.
How motivated is Chris Paul after last year? People are questioning whether he should have hung him up at the end of the season. He got that close to winning that championship.
Sure.
How motivated is he just to make sure that they bring this all together? And again, getting past Dallas is going to be a tall task. And if you want to try to get past Golden State, should they get past this round, I mean, that's going to be a huge, huge wall for them to climb. And then whoever the beast of the East becomes.
Yeah. Well, look, there's players that don't win championships throughout their career. Charles comes to mind. I covered Charles Barkley when he was here, and he talks about it pretty openly. And it doesn't mean you're not a great player if you don't have titles attached to you. Sometimes it's just the luck of the draw or the unluck of the draw. And I feel like when you watch Chris Paul, you know, there was a survey done, Rich, by the NBA general managers before the season started as to who the next head coach that's a current player will be. And 75% of the GM said it will be Chris Paul. And I found that to be really interesting. You know, here's a guy that is out on the floor. It doesn't look like anything bothers him. It looks like he can get his shot on the elbow whenever he wants. He sees the game so differently. It's slow. It's like watching Tom Brady throw a football during a game. You know, he knows where a guy is supposed to be. It's not like he hasn't gone through crowds being on him or any of that. And I think he relishes, too, in seeing the legacy that he's building in Devin Booker. Devin Booker needed Chris Paul. Devin Booker badly needed Chris Paul. There's still times Devin Booker loses his composure. I'll watch him and say, come on, young man, you don't need to do that. You don't need to take yourself out of a game. And I'll see Chris Paul try to tackle him, pull him aside. I don't know if you saw the stuff about Jay Crowder down in New Orleans, the slur that was on the shirts down there, the F.J. Crowder shirts, and the Suns team goes and grabs them and wears them. I think that was funny.
Yeah.
I think that's the type of stuff that says, fans need villains to go to games, right?
Right.
We would agree on that. There's that, when fans want to boo a player, that's the ultimate sign of respect. Well, I'm going to boo him. Great. Bring it on. I hate that guy. That's what it's about. You want to, like, Luka's going to get booed tonight. So what? He's the best out there. The late Kobe Bryant would walk through into the building, and people would boo his ass, and he'd go out and rip their hearts out and get on the plane and leave with a victory. It was beautiful. Loved it. And so I think with the Suns, Jay Crowder's that grit guy. Chris Paul's that guy that fans love to boo. You want to get on Devin Booker's case, and you think booing bothers any of these guys? Come on, I don't care.
That's Draymond Green. That's the Warriors. The Warriors
Sure.
They're perfect because you've got the villain in Draymond Green and you got the babyface assassin who everybody loves. They're the perfect combination of a team that you want to watch because they're compelling.
No, that's look, and it doesn't matter if it's Mathurin, U of A, in a postseason run. Fans are going to boo him. He's going to rip their hearts out in San Diego.
Yep.
Right. So it's a college level. I find when people say, "Well, don't you hate this?" I don't care. Like, I don't care who wins the Suns Mavericks. I don't. I'm not there to cheer or root. That's not my job. My job's just to look at this and say, okay, respectfully, the Suns are better than Dallas, and I love watching greatness, and I love watching the villain come in and get everybody all worked up, and just show me good basketball or show me good football. But I'm not going to sit here and cheerlead. That's not my gig. That's not my space.
Brad Sesmat joining us right now, Sports 360 AZ. You see him on Bally Sports Television. We watch you all the time here in the studios. You can check him out online as well. You started with, and let's finish this up with this, talking about the Arizona Wildcat that has to come out to play for the Suns to advance. What are you expecting to see from him? What does he need to do? Give me a couple things that have to go right for him, a couple things he has to stay away from.
Well, the obvious stuff is you got to stay out of foul trouble. That's obvious. But I think when DeAndre Ayton is able to get that second opportunity, right, they have that little lob play that is set up for them off the pick and roll where he'll get 6 or 8 points a game just off of that. You get him; he should get a double-double. That's obvious. DeAndre should be around the 16 and 10 mark. But I think in this series, he should be even better than that when it comes to scoring, because I just don't see where Dallas has got anybody that's going to be able to stay with him on the inside. And in DeAndre's case, the high pick and roll with Chris Paul and Devin Booker, it's a thing of beauty. He's figured it out. Very seldom you see DeAndre Ayton get called for an offensive foul for a moving screen. You don't see that anymore. He's got that off of him. For all the angst about his contract, Rich, back in October and November, and I know, gosh knows, I know you need things to talk about on talk shows. I do them, you do them, people have got things to talk about. But think of all the hot air we wasted on, DeAndre Ayton's just going to pout this year. Oh, my gosh, he's just not going to. No, he's going to get paid a big deal because he's come out this season and has been tremendous. And people forget he's still a pup. He's just now growing into his body. He's just figuring out how to play, but we're in such a hurry. Kirk Herbstreit was giving me this example on my show a while back. We're in such a hurry, just on the college football end, but I think it applies over to basketball. Of a kid wanting to get out of high school as quick as possible. Just got to get out of high school. And then they'll go to prep school, and then they'll go to college, and they'll be in such a hurry to get out of college, and they'll get to the pros. And then they get to the pros, and they get a check. And then you talk to the kid, and he's like, yeah, I never went to prom. Yeah, I wish I could have done this. Yeah, I wish I could have done that. And they have their career, and it's fine. But I can't tell you the number of times, and I'm not saying this is how it is with DeAndre, but he's just one of those that in today's society, got to hurry up, got to hurry up, got to hurry up, got to get hurt. What if you get hurt? What if the window closes on you and all that stuff, and you don't enjoy the process? I think this year I've seen him have more fun. I think, again, it goes to Chris Paul. I think having Jay Crowder around him, who's a fun guy. some good veteran mentors. So when DeAndre is 28, 29, 30, and he's hurt, he's on a bad team, whatever it is, he's been through the adversity. He's been through it. And I've seen a growth and maturation level out of him where you expect a guy like that to come in here and have a big series. He doesn't need to go get 30 and 15, but can he? Sure. I think in this series you could see some big nights out of DeAndre Ayton. Flip it over to the other side, Rich. What if it is where Monty Williams says, let's go small? What if it is where Monty did this against New Orleans? He rolled a lineup out there that had JaVale McGee and DeAndre Ayton together. He rolled that lineup out. A few minutes at a time, he went big, really big. Okay, what's the role in that? Is it to have that high pick and roll? Is it to free up guys like Cam Johnson more on the wing or Mikal Bridges on the wing? So maybe you don't need to score as much. But on the defensive end, he's a factor, obviously.
Brett Sesmat joining us right now, sports360az.com. Love watching him on Bally Sports. By the way, I'm going to end with this.
Yeah.
Arizona's going to change their jerseys for next season. They're going to get rid of the gradient. Do you consider yourself old school or new school? Do you like old school looking traditional uniforms like USC and UCLA, or do you like the garish, crazy, fashionable gear like Oregon?
Okay, so you and I both worked in San Diego.
Yes, sir.
And I did the play-by-play of San Diego State football, and I got a lot of trouble because growing up out there, I said these jerseys they're wearing look like they were bought at a swap meet in Santee. They weren't good. They weren't pretty. I'm with you on the Oregon thing is just different because every week they show up with a different look on, and now we're talking both U of A football and basketball.
No, just basketball. The gradient jerseys that they've worn, they're going to get rid of.
Okay, they can wear whatever they want, Rich, because they're really good. Now the football program, and I love what's going on with football. Obviously, I love what's going on in football in Tucson because what's going on in Tempe is a train wreck. It's a disaster. But I love what's going on with the football program, and they're going to win games. If football said, we want to change our jerseys, I'd be all about it because the teams that go out and change uniforms or put their uniform stuff up online to say, look at how cool we are, okay. The ones that really win, they don't need to do that nonsense. Just show up, shut up, and play. Wear whatever you want if you're good. Arizona Wildcat basketball is really good. They're fine. They're better than fine. Football program, they're going to be better this year. But I don't want to get into uniform combinations for a program that's heading nowhere fast like Arizona State football. U of A football, I think they're heading in a great direction, great trajectory.
You want a little piece of trivia? The woman,
sure.
the folks that used to stitch up all the jerseys for the Chargers, and I think they did San Diego State, they did the Padres, they now take care of stuff for Arizona. They're actually here in Tucson. And I went the other day. My wife is a huge JT Snow fan. So for her birthday, she wanted a JT Snow Arizona Wildcats baseball jersey. So I found her, and she's the one who actually sews all the numbers and lettering. It's called D&D Athletic Lettering. It's this little shop, and she went in the back, and I stood there watching her sewing JT Snow's jersey on number on an Arizona jersey for my wife that she wanted for her birthday, and it was just the coolest thing. And she goes, "Oh yeah, I used to do all the Charger jerseys. I did all the Padre jerseys." She said, "I know which players are making the team before they did because I had to stitch up their jersey."
That's beautiful. But what's great about that story? Your husband of the year. Come on, man. You're making all of us dudes out there feel bad. We're like, I went and got my wife some roses that were dead 2 days later. You went and got a JT Snow jersey. That's work, Rich Herrera.
That's right.
That is getting it done.
I hope you're listening or you're watching on YouTube, honey. I did a lot of work to get that for you. Hey, Brad, you're the best. I appreciate you coming on with me.
Anytime, man.
I'll talk to you soon.
Yep.
All right, take care. Brad Sesmet, make sure you check him out. Sports360az.com. Also, I watch him here in the studio on Bally Sports. All right, what do I got to do before we get out of here?
Well, we got something to give away, don't we?
Why don't you go ahead and hit the sounder? Today, Bueller.
Wildcats Radio 1290 box office is now open.
You feel that right away. It's just refreshing.
With tickets to ball games, concerts, movies,
Surely you can't be serious.
and more.
I am serious, and don't call me Shirley.
Start calling at 520-848-1290 to win. Good luck from Wildcats Radio 1290.
All right. What number do you want?
Well, considering it took me almost an eternity to get that thing to start for some reason, I'll go with we'll go with 9.
Caller number 9 right now. 520-848-1290. 520-848-1290. 520-848-1290. One more time. 520-848-1290. We will take caller number 9?
Caller number 9.
Caller number 9 right now. You'll win a $25 gift card to Hooters. Hooterific. Hooters makes me happy. Go out and grab yourself some great wings while you're watching NBA basketball coming up this week. 520-848-1290. Phone lines are open. Be caller number 9. You win a $25 gift card courtesy of our friends at Hooters. All right. Coming up on the program, you know who had a really bad NFL draft? Want to know who?
I believe it'd be the Pac-12 conference, huh?
Yeah, thanks. Steal my thunder.
I thought you were asking me.
Pac-12 had an awful, awful weekend. I'll tell you why coming up next. This is Wildcats Radio 1290.
This is the Rich Herrera Radio Show. Now streaming on Facebook Live and YouTube at Wildcats 1290 and our website, wildcatsradio1290.com.
Terry crosses middle, hand it to Mathurin between the rings. Over for Creasa. Checked by Campbell. High screen from Koloko. Creasa around it, drives right. Throw it for Koloko, who slams it down for 2. Lamb set. And the pitch to Susak, driven out towards right field. That is going to get down for a base hit and go all the way to the wall. Casagrande headed for third. They're going to wave him around. He's coming home, and the Wildcats have tied it up. Susak with an RBI double to right center. And we're still playing ball. Tied at 16 in the bottom of the 10th. Shot blocked by Koloko, who grabs it out of the air. Ahead to Dalen Terry, Arizona with the ball, minute 30 to go, and a 6-point lead. Juzang working right, drives to the bucket, put up, blocked by Koloko, grabbed by Larson. Arizona ball, 38 seconds left. For Bernard, goes right, blocked by Ballo, grabbed by Mathurin. Arizona ball, 22 seconds left. Campbell down for the Bruins, throw it out to Riley. He'll shoot the 3, blocked again by Koloko. Ballo grabs it, it's over. Championship to Tucson.
Hey, sports fans, it's Rich Herrera. Thank you so much for tuning into our stream. We'll be back in just a bit. Until then, how about some Arizona Wildcat highlights?
4th down and less than a yard. Trojans will go for it in a tie game. Slovis out of the shotgun. Step to his left. Step the handoff into the backfield and drop. No gain, loss on the play. Cats take over.
That's a huge play by Arizona. Explosive play in the backfield that time.
Shot blocked by Koloko, who grabs it out of the air. Ahead to Dalen Terry, Arizona with the ball, minute 30 to go, and a 6-point lead. Juzang working right, drives to the bucket, put up, blocked by Koloko, grabbed by Larson. Arizona ball, 38 seconds left. For Bernard, goes right, blocked by Ballo, grabbed by Mathurin. Arizona ball, 22 seconds left. Campbell down for the Bruins, throw it out to Riley. He'll shoot the 3, blocked again by Koloko. Ballo grabs it, it's over. Championship to Tucson. Dalen Terry quickly the other way, out to Tabellas, down the lane to throw it down with the left hand. Look out. The locomotive slams it home.
Hey, sports fans, it's Rich Herrera. Show will be back in just a little bit. Thanks for tuning into our stream. Until then, how about some great moments from the University of Arizona Wildcats?
4th down and 2, Arizona. Down 14-0. Wildcats on 4th down this year are 12 of 20. Offset backfield. Plummer to throw the ball, looking, throwing towards the back of the end zone, and it's caught. Touchdown, Arizona. Oh, did they need that? My goodness. Booby Curry had to leap in the air to take the ball over the top of the defender, and the Cats are on the board. ASU with the ball, down by 11, so they have to go. Steal by Koloko. He's going to drive the other way and slam it home, and foul by Lawrence.
Why Lawrence contested the big man, Christian Koloko, with defensive steal and flush.
Lawrence picks up his 3rd foul. Big guys love to play point guard. Koloko looked like one driving down. I mean, that was from mid-court. Three-point lead again for TCU. Down to 30 seconds left. Mathurin with the ball for the Wildcats. Mathurin around a Koloko screen, picked up by Lampkin. Go outside for Koloko. Feed it to Terry, right corner. Terry can't go baseline. Circles back out top to Mathurin. 10 to shoot. 16 left in the ballgame. Mathurin, 3 balls straight away. Good!
That's a huge shot for Ben Mathurin in Arizona. Timeout TCU. This ball game is knotted up.
12.6 seconds to go. Ben Mathurin drains a deep 3 from straight away. He's got 24 points.
Rich Rare Radio Show. Turn down my music. Leave my music on. All right, now turn it off. Rich Rare Radio. No, not just like that. You're going to give somebody a whiplash. What is wrong with you? It's a Rich Rare Radio Show. Thanks for joining us, everybody. Our thanks to Brad Sesmat for joining us here on the program. Dragon Ball is over there giggling on the Dragon Ball cam.
Having my best Monday that I can, my man.
What does that mean?
Having the best Monday that I can?
I'm just happy to be here. If you're going to use cliches, use sports cliches, please.
Well, no, that is as close to a sports cliche as I can without actually.
Steal a sports cliche.
Well, no, that Rasheed,
just happy to be here. God only help the team.
No, Rasheed Wallace. Both teams played hard, my man. Doing my best on a Monday, my man. It was a good game. Both teams played hard.
There you go. I like that better.
That's the Rasheed Wallace one.
The more obviously the more obvious the cliche, the better. Just happy to be here. God willing, help the team. You don't have another. You're done.
You know,
okay.
It's funny when you have to think of a cliche and suddenly nothing comes to mind.
Wow, look at that empty space between your ears. Really,
much.
Yeah, absolutely bringing nothing to the program today. Oh, by the way, can I give everybody an update? I had a couple people reach out to me. I told you about that family that I had lunch with last week. It really kind of touched me and made me. I spent a lot of time thinking about them. So if you missed the show last week, and again, disclaimer, this is not political. Okay, so we're not doing politics here. And I guess I should state this every once in a while. I have very strong political beliefs, but this isn't the forum that I need to share them in, or it's appropriate for me to share them in. So I don't talk about politics here because, quite honestly, politics are so toxic and dirty and disgusting and awful. This is kind of a sanctuary. This is a place where you could come and we could talk sports and we can jab at each other and we could talk trash, but it's all in fun and in jest, and it's an escape for the crap that's going on in the world. So that's why I don't talk about politics here. I just don't think it's appropriate. I've got my beliefs, and they're very, very strong, but you're not tuning into a sports talk show to hear my beliefs. I don't like it when other people do it, so I'm not going to do it myself. So I will give you that disclaimer. This is not political. This simply is a story of other human beings. So I told you this last week. If you missed it, I'll give you a quick recap. Friend of mine, former listener, lives in Florida, is acquaintances with a family from Ukraine. And he wrote to them before everything started happening in Ukraine. If things get really rough and you need a place to go, you can come to America, and I've got an extra room. I'll take you and your family in. So they said, okay, well, it's okay. No, it's not going to be bad. Well, when everything popped off in Ukraine, this woman, Oksana, reached out to him and said, I think we need to leave. The fighting's right here at our doorstep. So she left. Her husband, who wasn't allowed to leave, put her mother, and her 5-year-old son on a train, and they took a 2-day train trip packed in like sardines with just a backpack and whatever they had on, and left everything behind in eastern Ukraine where the fighting started and was the heaviest. They went to the capital, and from the capital they went to Lviv, which is on the western side of Ukraine near the Polish border. The Red Cross got them to Poland to a refugee camp. After a couple weeks of the refugee camp, they got to Spain. This is where my friend flew out there to help them get to North America. From Spain, they went to Cancun. From Cancun, they went to Tijuana, and they were granted asylum to come to the States last week. So when they were coming back on their way to back to Florida, where they're going to resettle, the woman Oksana and her 5-year-old little boy, who's just the cutest little boy in the world, doesn't speak a lick of English other than he knows the word rich now because I'm his friend, and he knows thank you. Everything else he speaks Russian. So when he was in the refugee camp, he had a hard time because he speaks only Russian, and a lot of the other kids there that were from Ukraine spoke Ukrainian. The mother is bilingual. She speaks Ukrainian and Russian, but he only knows Russian. So he had a hard time. He really couldn't assimilate with the other kids in the camp or play with them because they didn't speak the same language. So anyway, I just wanted to give you an update. They made their way from having lunch with me at Frog and Firkin last week, and it really did. This was the same day as the anniversary of my mom passing away, and then I went and had lunch with them. So I was pretty much an emotional wreck last week, listening to them, watching them, meeting them, seeing their story, and watching everything that we've seen on television right there in front of me. So I just wanted to give you a little bit of an update. They have made their way from Arizona to Tampa Bay, where they're resettling right now. And I actually have a lot of my friends that saw me talk about this, and a couple of them reached out to me on social media because he had tagged me in a couple photos, and they're actually going to rally around. There's a couple of them are saying, okay, what do they need? What can I get them? Clothing, help, whatever. Let me help them resettle. I just thought that was fantastic that some people unsolicited said, I want to help this mother and her 5-year-old son and her husband's on the other side of the world in the middle of a war zone get settled here in the States to try to make the best of this new life that they're going to have to make for themselves. I thought that was tremendous. So I just wanted to give you an update. They've made their way from here in Arizona to Tampa Bay, where they're going to resettle. But the best part of all of this, Dragon Ball, I need help, by the way.
Yes.
I need listener help on something very, very important. So the little boy, 5 years old, cute as a button. Oh, I want to just hug him all day long. He wants a T-shirt from Arizona. Like, he has a backpack, and about 3/4 of the backpack are toys, and he has very few clothing because they had to rush and grab whatever they could as they were escaping from Kharkiv. So he doesn't have a lot of clothing. He has more toys, but he's sad because his favorite toys he had to leave in his home. So you know what he really wants more than anything else in the world?
What's that?
He wants a T-shirt from Arizona. He knows Arizona, by the way. He could say Arizona. He could say, thank you, Arizona, Rich, and ZZ, which is how he says pizza.
Right.
So we went to Frog and Firkin. I got him the kid's pizza slice, and he was like, he's trying to make the circle for a round pizza because he'd never seen just pizza by the slice. And then he ate the pizza, and he told his mom to tell the server in Russian that that's the greatest piece of pizza he's ever had in his life. He loved it so much he had 2. He's just a little guy, and he scarfed out 2 slices of pizza. So anyway, you know what he really, really wants more than anything else? So I was talking to them today. He wants a T-shirt from the state of Arizona with a snake on it.
That's right. You were saying that he was looking for a snake, anything with like a snake on it or something like that.
Anything with a snake on it. So if somebody knows where I could find a little boy's size 5 or 6 T-shirt with a snake on it that says Arizona. I mean, I've been looking in all the tacky tourist shops and, anywhere I can, so I'm still looking. Haven't found one yet. So if anybody knows where I can find one, please let me know so I can get it to this little boy. I told him as soon as I found one, I'll send it to him. And he asked today, did you find my snake T-shirt from Arizona? I said, no, not yet, but I'm looking. So I was looking at the fair. I couldn't find one. I thought for sure I would find one at the Pima County Fair. No.
No.
But you know what he does have?
What does he have?
University of Arizona Wildcat T-shirt. He likes the Wildcat, the cartoon-looking Wildcat.
Right, yeah.
He loves that shirt. So I've seen him on Facebook as they're posting pictures of his trip. I think he's worn it 3 of the last 4 days, his Arizona Wildcat T-shirt. And he tells his mom, my friend Rich gave me this.
Oh, that's nice.
Right?
That's nice.
So if somebody can help me find an Arizona shirt, not like a Diamondback or something, but just a shirt that has like a snake on it, like something a little like a boy's shirt, of where I could find one, please let me know and help me so I can get that T-shirt to him. And then I'll keep giving you updates. By the way, I bring this up because we actually put this up on our website a couple weeks ago. I haven't talked about it, but I know everybody and their brother is saying, hey, do you want to help folks from Ukraine? Do you want to help folks from Ukraine? Now it hits a little bit closer to home for me. So on our website, wildcatsradio1290.com, we do have a link if you do want to help out folks that are trying to help folks like my friends that are making their way to a new life. After leaving Ukraine, you can go to our website, wildcatsradio1290.com, and help. Okay? So I just wanted to give everybody an update on that. But, yeah, he was at the beach today in Tampa, and he was putting his toes in the Gulf of Mexico, and he was wearing
University of Arizona
Wildcats. Pretty cool, huh?
Pretty good.
All right. So if you can help me find that T-shirt in town, just tell me where it is and I'll go buy it. 520-848-1290, 520-848-1290. All right, now back to what I really wanted to talk about right now before I started going down this Dragon Ball hole.
That one wasn't me. That was you.
Yeah, I blame everything on you. The Pac-12 had probably the lousiest weekend anybody can absolutely have in Las Vegas. This is worse than when I lost everything. I always wanted to be a high roller, to be a baller, and walk down and just throw a $100 bill on the craps table and just go paper plays. Let's go. Big Daddy's rolling in right now. Come on, let's go. Hit me. So I've done this a few times, and it didn't work out too well. I was in Vegas once. Just said, I got $100 in my pocket. I'm just going to throw it down. Throw it down on a blackjack table. Just by myself. Me versus the dealer. Let's go. Come on. Bring it on. $100. I'm going to get it. I'm going to win. And just as they started dealing the cards, some clown that looks a lot like you, Dragon Ball, walked in and put a $5 chip at third base at the blackjack table. You know what that means?
Enlighten me.
So if you're looking at the blackjack table, the guy on the far left, if you're facing it, sits at third base. And he's the one who controls the bust card for the dealer.
Right.
So the rest of us play our hands. He has a responsibility to the whole table to make sure that he doesn't take her bust card.
Okay.
Okay? We're rolling through. I get a 20. Yes! He's got, what's he have? He has a 16. I got to remember this properly, right?
It's not a terrible hand.
What does she have? She has a 15. So she's got a hit.
She's got a hit.
So you know what this idiot does?
Oh, boy.
Hit me.
Oh.
And I look at him, I'm like, are you kidding me? And he goes, it's only $5. I go, I got 100 over here. I'll buy your $5. Don't do that. He goes, no, I want to see if I can win. He goes, I got to get a card and beat her. I go, she's got to hit. He goes, I'm going to play the way I want. And I'm like, you idiot. So what's he do?
Hits.
What's he get? 10.
Gets a 10. Oh, boy.
She's got a, what I say, he had a 16. She had a 15.
He had a 16.
She had like a 15. She had 14, 15, something. She's going to have to take that card. So you know what she draws? 21.
I was going to say she's going to probably draw a 6 right then and
21. There. I wanted to punch him in the face. I was so mad. There should be a law that I should have been able to punch him in the face.
How dare you mock me on the eve of my greatest triumph?
You were about to have a great day.
I was about to go make it rain throughout Las Vegas.
And this dude comes over and ruins it.
Oh, I was so mad. I was furious.
I bet. I would imagine you would be infuriated by
that.
Well,
you know me. I get mad about everything.
Well, I mean, not everything.
And I was drinking.
Okay, that adds a little bit of flavor text to this story for sure.
So as bad as that night was for me in Las Vegas, the Pacific 12 Conference had a worse weekend in Las Vegas than I did at that time. The Pac-12 was walking around with $1,000 cash in their hand, and they go to put it in their pocket, and they put it in the pocket, and it has a hole in it, and it comes flying out the bottom of your shorts, and you go reach in the pocket again, and there's no money in there. You just lost $1,000 that you dropped in the ground.
You're saying they Clark Griswold this whole thing?
Oh, my gosh. Clark Griswold wishes he could have as bad a weekend as the Pac-12 had in Las Vegas at the draft. I'll explain that to you coming up next. Number for you to join us, 520-848-1290. Here's the deal. The Pac-12 sucked this weekend in the NFL draft. I'll just put it to you that way. How bad? Historically bad. You want to hear the numbers? They're next. I'll tell you how bad their weekend was. That's next here on 1290.
This is the Rich Herrera Radio Show. Now streaming on Facebook Live and YouTube at Wildcats 1290 and our website, wildcatsradio1290.com.
Terry crosses middle, handed to Mathurin between the rings. Over for Creasa. Checked by Campbell. High screen from Koloko. Creasa around it, drives right. Throw it for Koloko, who slams it down for two. Lamb set. And the pitch to Susak, driven out towards right field. That is going to get down for a base hit and go all the way to the wall. Casagrande headed for third. They're going to wave him around. He's coming home, and the Wildcats have tied it up. Susak with an RBI double to right center. And we're still playing ball. Tied at 16 in the bottom of the 10th. Shot blocked by Koloko, who grabs it out of the air. Ahead to Dalen Terry, Arizona with the ball, minute 30 to go, and a 6-point lead. Juzang working right, drives to the bucket, put up, blocked by Koloko, grabbed by Larson. Arizona ball, 38 seconds left. For Bernard, goes right, blocked by Ballo, grabbed by Mathurin. Arizona ball, 22 seconds left. Campbell down for the Bruins, throw it out to Riley. He'll shoot the three, blocked again by Koloko. Ballo grabs it, it's over. Championship to Tucson.
Hey, sports fans, it's Rich Herrera. Thank you so much for tuning into our stream. We'll be back in just a bit. Until then, how about some Arizona Wildcat highlights?
Fourth down and less than a yard. Trojans will go for it in a tie game. Slovis out of the shotgun. Step to his left. Step the handoff. It is good. Backfield and drop. No gain. Loss on the play. Cats take over.
That's a huge play by Arizona. Explosive play in the backfield that time.
Shot blocked by Koloko, who grabs it out of the air. Ahead to Dalen Terry, Arizona with the ball, minute 30 to go, and a 6-point lead. Juzang working right, drives to the bucket, put up, blocked by Koloko, grabbed by Larson. Arizona ball, 38 seconds left. For Bernard, goes right, blocked by Ballo, grabbed by Mathurin. Arizona ball, 22 seconds left. Campbell down for the Bruins, throw it out to Riley. He'll shoot the three, blocked again by Koloko. Ballo grabs it, it's over. Championship to Tucson. Dalen Terry quickly the other way, out to Tabellas, down the lane to throw it down with the left hand. Look out. The locomotive slams it home.
Hey, sports fans, it's Rich Herrera. Show will be back in just a little bit. Thanks for tuning into our stream. Until then, how about some great moments for the University of Arizona Wildcats?
Fourth down and 2, Arizona. Down 14-0. Wildcats on fourth down this year are 12 of 20. Offset backfield. Plummer to throw the ball, looking, throwing towards the back of the end zone, and it's hot! Touchdown, Arizona! Oh, did they need that? My goodness, Booby Curry had to leap in the air to take the ball over the top of the defender, and the Cats are on the field. ASU with the ball. Down by 11, 3 to go. Steal by Koloko. He's going to drive the other way and slam it home. And foul by Lawrence.
Why Lawrence contested the big man, Christian Koloko, with defensive steal and flush.
Lawrence picks up his third foul. Big guys love to play point guard. Koloko looked like one driving down. That was from midcourt. 3-point lead again for TCU. Down to 30 seconds left. Mathurin with the ball for the Wildcats. Mathurin around a Koloko screen. Picked up by Lampkin. Go outside for Koloko. Feed it to Terry, right corner. Terry can't go baseline. Circles back out top to Mathurin. 10 to shoot. 16 left in the ballgame. Mathurin, 3 balls straight away. Good!
That's
We're tied.
Huge shot for Ben Mathurin in Arizona. Timeout TCU. This ball game is knotted up.
12.6 seconds to go. Ben Mathurin drains a deep 3 from straight away. He's got 24 points, and we're all even.
Hey, sports fans, this is Rich Herrera. Thanks so much for tuning into our stream. Back in just a bit. Until then, how about some highlights from the University of Arizona?
McLeod's going to line up under center. Wiley, the running back. Receiver either side. 2 tight ends. Oregon, 5-man front. They shift. Play fake, rolling right. McLeod looking to throw. Going deep. Down, trying to find Berryhill. Makes the catch inside the 25-yard line. Still loose inside the 15. First down, Arizona.
What a play by McLeod. He was smacked, but he had the presence of mind to know where Berryhill was. He threw the ball. He underthrew the ball, and Berryhill was looking back at it and made a great play on the ball. An amazing play by Jordan McLeod.
Brown will take the snap a yard deep in the end zone. Straight back to throw. Has some time. Steps up in the pocket. The Wildcats have got him for a safety. Second safety Arizona has.
Hey, don't forget you can check us out on YouTube and Facebook Live at Wildcats 1290. It's really impressive. There's a Dragon Ball cam. Don't do that.
What, the little tip of the cap?
Yeah.
Come on.
It's cheesy. Don't do that.
I mean, we just got done talking about cliches and things like that.
Give him a little jumbo.
Oh, Samoa Joe.
Give him one of those. Give him the little tip of the cap. What are you lining up on first base, being introduced as an all-star?
No.
And now from Wildcats Radio 1290, third baseman, Dragon Ball. Tip your little cap to the crowd.
I was not nearly attentive enough to be a third baseman. I was more of a shortstop kind of guy.
Let's be honest, you were straight up right field.
No.
That's where I was. They put all the kids at stinking right field.
No, I was over at a shortstop. That was where I was.
And then you would get absolutely terrified when the one team had the biggest kid in your little league that played against you, and he was a left-hander. Lefty, and then all of a sudden Kelly Leaks come all the way over and stands next to me, won't let me catch the ball. It's embarrassing.
I never had to worry about that for 2 reasons. One, I was a shortstop. I never had to be out in right field. The second one was that I had the biggest kid in Little League that was on my team.
Was he a lefty?
I believe he was left-handed.
Yeah, because if it's a lefty, he scares all the kids who suck who have to play out in right field.
Yeah, no, he was a big fella. Jesse, love you, man. Wish you all the best. You were a good to go first baseman for me back in the day. He was also a pitcher, which made him all the more terrifying.
Jesse, you got a shout out from your Little League days.
Lord knows we don't.
Sometimes I wonder why we have the Dragon Ball kid.
Lord knows we don't have enough Little League shout outs on radio.
Are you done?
I'm done.
Thank you.
We're good.
Can I go back to why the Pac-12 had such a lousy weekend in Las Vegas?
They had a Griswold.
No, it was worse than that. Oof. So let me explain this to you. The Pacific 12 Conference, the Conference of Champions, the Conference of Champions that I stood up for my entire career on national radio. Couldn't do it this weekend. I worked Friday night on CBS Sports Radio. Couldn't defend the Conference of Champions because it was awful. I had this. This popped up from 2015 on my Facebook timeline. In 2015, here's the first round breakdown. 2015, right? Was it 7 years ago? 2015, 22, 7 years ago.
2015 would be 7.
There you go. That's that Cal State Bakersfield math paying off for me. In 2015, the Pac-12 had 9 first-round picks. 9! Dude, that's what it's like, conference champions. Way to go.
That's nearly a third.
Okay.
32 teams selecting in the first
9.
round.
You know who was next?
Want to say it was if it was
2015.
years ago, 2015, I would say that this was around the time of Ohio State, Michigan was getting pretty big. I want to say the Big Ten was number 2.
No.
Okay.
The Atlantic Coast Conference, the ACC, had 9 picks.
Oh, wait a minute. Okay. No, that makes more sense.
Yep. The SEC had 7 first-round picks. Mm-hmm. Your prediction of the Big 12 or the Big 10 domination? Yeah, no.
Yeah.
They had 3. The Big 12 had 2. And the American Athletic Conference had 2. Now let's fast forward. This is the plight of the Pacific 12 Conference. (2022). What conference had the most picks?
2022, this one would be the SEC.
The Southeastern Conference. Home of the Georgia Bulldogs, Alabama Crimson Tide, Auburn, LSU, Ole Miss. How many teams in the National Football League?
National Football League, there are 32 teams.
12 of those 32 teams used their first round, or 12 of those 32 first-round picks, because some teams didn't have a first-round pick like the Niners.
Yep.
12 of the 32 picks in the first round were from the Southeastern Conference.
And need we say, Georgia, the national champion.
No, stop. I'm going to throw something at you.
I mean, I was doing all the coverage on the East Coast on the weekend, too, so I got all these numbers in my head.
Stop. You're going to ruin my punchline here. What can I throw at you today? I don't have anything to throw.
Again, it's through a window. If you're going to break the window, Mark's going to be more mad at me than anything.
No, because all the glass will fly at you.
Yeah, but that's being said, it's like,
wait a minute. Stop. I'm not allowed to threaten to throw things at you. I had to go through the HR training here that we all had to go through. By the way, did you finish your HR training?
I finished my HR training, yes.
Yeah, we have all this HR training to make sure that we're...
Because there were 3 classes, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We have all this HR training to make sure that we're the best we could possibly be. So I'm sorry, I won't throw anything at you. That was just tomfoolery. 12 picks for the SEC. Big Ten came in second with 7. The Atlantic Coast Conference, 4. The Pac-12, 4. The American, 2. 1 for Notre Dame, 1 for Northern Iowa. Tennessee Chattanooga had 1. Now, to what you were saying, if the Pac-12, the mighty Pac-12, the Conference of Champions, had 4, impressive, right?
Right.
What was the stat you were going to give me before I rudely cut you off?
The University of Georgia,
your
reigning national champion, had 5 players selected in the first round of the NFL draft.
One school in the Southeastern Conference had more first-round draft picks than the entire Pac-12 conference. What the bleep? Are you bleep kidding me? How the bleep can that happen? Seriously, Georgia had more first-round draft picks than the entire Pac-12 conference. What kind of garbage is that, Pac-12? Because we're not keeping our best. We're not keeping our best players here. We're not defending the West Coast. We're allowing the SEC and the Big Ten and the Big 12 to come into our backyard and take the best football players and take them down south. Pac-12, George Kliavkoff, they're all getting together in Scottsdale. Please, I hope, I'm hoping, I'm begging, Commissioner, I know you're watching us on YouTube right now at Wildcats 1290. Commissioner, please rescue our conference from this mediocrity that Larry Scott left us in with football. I hope, I wish, I won't pray that sacrilegious. Sign of the cross. Please, Commissioner, I'm begging you. No, don't do, what are you doing? That's sacrilegious too.
Okay. I just have
He has his hands up here like when we're saying the Lord's Prayer in church.
No, usually the hands are out, are they not?
I don't know. I go like this. I hold my hands, wife, and if Riggs is home, I hold his hand, and we put our hands up at the end of the Lord's Prayer.
Well, I would just like holding it out like...
By the way, I shouldn't say that because we haven't gone to church in a while, and I was just telling my wife, like, how come we haven't gone to church? She goes, because you're too lazy and fat to get up on Sunday morning. I said, oh.
I mean, Sunday's a very hard morning to get up.
No, I'm just being lazy.
I mean, yeah, but still.
No, I'm being lazy. I need to get up and go.
I mean, it's your last day of the weekend before you got to come back into work and work with me. I imagine you want to stay in bed as long as possible.
No, because on Friday nights, because now I'm back doing Friday nights on the network.
Right.
That kind of ruins me for Saturday because I'm up until 3, get to bed about 4, and then I get up whatever time, 7, 8. That's what time I normally get up, and I got to go take a nap on Saturday just to kind of catch back up to the sleep to get to Sunday. So I'm just being lazy. I need to get up and go.
Sounds like my work schedule, but I mean that's what you got to do. You got to do.
The one time I went to church, and the priest would listen to the radio show.
Oh no!
And I was much, 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 much more outrageous on the other side of the country because it was years ago. He said, "Thank you all for coming." Oh, look, Rich Herrera's here.
Oh, no.
Folks, make sure you slide away a little bit right there so when the lightning strikes, you don't get any meat shrapnel on you.
No, he did.
He did, too.
No, he did not.
I go, hi, Father, how are you? He goes, oh, heard the show this week.
Okay. There's only one person that is worse than the deep sigh from the preacher. Like if you hear a deep sigh from a person, it's usually really bad. The preacher's number 2 on that list. Your parents are number 1. When you get the deep sigh,
no, my parents are just. My mom used to call me a bobo head.
Right, but
and then my dad would just look at me and shake his head. So disappointed.
I mean, that's a variant of the deep sigh.
Right. No, the deep sigh. So heard the show. Yep, heard the show.
What was it? Did you make it into the sermon?
No, I never. No,
okay.
No, I never made it into the sermon.
No, that's good. If he points you out in the service, that's one thing. If he makes you a subject,
no.
Yeah.
He wasn't. No, he was a good guy. He wouldn't post me up like that. Unlike you. So how bad was it for the Pac-12? It was awful. It's even worse when you start looking at schools in the Pac-12. I'll run down the list of what each school did. And I'll just tell you right now. Overall in the draft, Arizona, wearing the big sombrero, 0 for the entire draft. Who else was 0 for? Who had the most picks in the draft? It's pretty pathetic of what the Pac-12 produced this year. I'll tell you about it coming up next.
Would you say that they had like a triple bogey? Or did they have a shot limit?
No, they actually picked up the ball. It just gave up on the hole. That's how bad it was. We'll do that for... Oh, by the way, speaking of golf, let me tell you about PGA Tour Superstore. Where's my list? Oh, I got it right here. PGA Tour Superstore. They're located in Oracle and Limberlost. I drove by today. I almost stopped by. You can go shop where the pros are at Tucson PGA Tour Superstore. So whatever you're looking for. And again, you know what? Had my Theragun this weekend that I got at PGA Tour Superstore. Changed my life. If you're looking for something for Father's Day, if you're looking for something for Mother's Day, they've got great golf clothing in there. And you know what golf clothing means? It works perfectly during the ungodly hot summers in Tucson. So whether she's looking for maybe a cute little golf outfit or some shorts, or maybe a skort. You know what a skort is?
I want to say that's a skirt
with shorts underneath.
Shorts, yeah.
Yeah, stop
combination.
Right there. You're gonna mess everything up. Whether she's looking for, maybe she plays golf, get her some golf shoes. Maybe she's looking for something dry fit that she can wear when it becomes a blast furnace in Tucson. So if you're looking for something for Mother's Day, something cute for her. If she wants a little cute outfit to wear around on Saturdays, you can find it at PGA Tour Superstore. Father's Day is coming up in June. And if your dad wants new golf shoes, they've got them all at PGA Tour Superstore. If he needs golf balls, boom, they'll take care of you. Drivers, clothing, Black Clover, Travis Matthew, Nike, Under Armour, Puma, Barstool Sports, all available right there at PGA Tour Superstore. Here's the best part. I got a hookup for you. $20 off a purchase of $100, $50 off a purchase of $250 by just mentioning Rich Herrera or Wildcats Radio 1290. That's all you got to do, and they'll take care of you. You get a discount just for mentioning the radio show. It makes shopping there even better. And again, they have those new MG4 golf shoes. They're like walking on air. So again, they're the home for golf pros and beginners. It's PGA Tour Superstore located on Oracle and Limberlost. Mention the radio show. Get a big discount. $20 off a purchase of $100, $50 off a purchase of $250 or more. Restrictions apply of our discount. Does not apply to Ping, Titleist, or FootJoy. Everything else in the show, including the Theracon. Giddy up, get after it. All right, coming up, Dragon Ball is going to give you an update. NBA game is just getting started. He'll tell you about that. And then I'm going to tell you how bad it was for each individual school. For the Pacific 12 Conference, a conference of champions, a conference of we didn't get much play over the weekend in Las Vegas, the NFL draft. We'll do that next. This is 1290.
This is the Rich Herrera Radio Show. Now streaming on Facebook Live and YouTube at Wildcats 1290 and our website, wildcatsradio1290.com.
Terry crosses middle, hand it to Mathurin between the rings. Over for Creasa. Checked by Campbell. High screen from Koloko. Creasa around it, drives right. Throw it for Koloko, who slams it down for two. Lamb set. And the pitch to Susak, driven out towards right field. That is going to get down for a base hit and go all the way to the wall. Casagrande headed for third. They're going to wave him around. He's coming home, and the Wildcats have tied it up. Susak with an RBI double to right center. And we're still playing ball. Tied at 16 in the bottom of the 10th. Shot blocked by Koloko, who grabs it out of the air. Ahead to Dalen Terry, Arizona with the ball, minute 30 to go, and a 6-point lead. Juzang working right, drives to the bucket, put up, blocked by Koloko, grabbed by Larson. Arizona ball, 38 seconds left. For Bernard, goes right, blocked by Ballo, grabbed by Mathurin. Arizona ball, 22 seconds left. Campbell down for the Bruins, throw it out to Riley. He'll shoot the three, blocked again by Koloko. Ballo grabs it, it's over. Championship to Tucson.
Hey, sports fans, it's Rich Herrera. Thank you so much for tuning into our stream. We'll be back in just a bit. Until then, how about some Arizona Wildcat highlights?
Fourth down and less than a yard. Trojans will go for it in a tie game. Slovis out of the shotgun. Step to his left. Step the handoff. It is good. Backfield and drop. No gain, loss on the play. Cats take over.
That's a huge play by Arizona. Explosive play in the backfield that time.
Shot blocked by Koloko, who grabs it out of the air. Ahead to Dalen Terry, Arizona with the ball, minute 30 to go, and a 6-point lead. Juzang working right, drives to the bucket, put up, blocked by Koloko, grabbed by Larson. Arizona ball, 38 seconds left. For Bernard, goes right, blocked by Ballo, grabbed by Mathurin. Arizona ball, 22 seconds left. Campbell down for the Bruins, throw it out to Riley. He'll shoot the three, blocked again by Koloko. Ballo grabs it, it's over. Championship to Tucson. Dalen Terry quickly the other way, out to Tabellas, down the lane to throw it down with the left hand. Look out. The locomotive slams it home.
Hey, sports fans, it's Rich Herrera. Show will be back in just a little bit. Thanks for tuning into our stream. Until then, how about some great moments from the University of Arizona Wildcats?
Fourth down and 2, Arizona. Down 14-0. Wildcats on fourth down this year are 12 of 20. Offset backfield. Plummer to throw the ball, looking, throwing towards the back of the end zone, and it's hot! Touchdown, Arizona! Oh, did they need that? My goodness, Booby Curry had to leap in the air to take the ball over the top of the defender, and the Cats are on the field. ASU with the ball. Down by 11, 3 to go. Steal by Koloko. He's going to drive the other way and slam it home. And foul by Lawrence.
Why Lawrence contested the big man, Christian Koloko, with defensive steal and flush.
Lawrence picks up his third foul. Big guys love to play point guard. Koloko looked like one driving down. That was from midcourt. 3-point lead again for TCU. Down to 30 seconds left. Mathurin with the ball for the Wildcats. Mathurin around a Koloko screen. Picked up by Lampkin. Go outside for Koloko. Feed it to Terry, right corner. Terry can't go baseline. Circles back out top to Mathurin. 10 to shoot. 16 left in the ballgame. Mathurin, 3 balls straight away. Good!
That's
We're tied.
Huge shot for Ben Mathurin in Arizona. Timeout TCU. This ball game is knotted up.
12.6 seconds to go. Ben Mathurin drains a deep 3 from straight away. He's got 24 points, and we're all even.
Hey, sports fans, this is Rich Herrera. Thanks so much for tuning into our stream. Back in just a bit. Until then, how about some highlights from the University of Arizona?
McLeod's going to line up under center. Wiley, the running back. Receiver either side. 2 tight ends. Oregon, 5-man front. They shift. Play fake, rolling right. McLeod looking to throw. Going deep. Down. Trying to find Berryhill. Makes the catch inside the 25-yard line. Still loose inside the 15. First down, Arizona.
What a play by McLeod. He was smacked, but he had the presence of mind to know where Berryhill was.
This is David Amata, and here's what's trending locally and nationally on 1290 here at 441. And with the upcoming NCAA men's tennis tournament coming up, there will be no hosting duties in Tucson as the Wildcats men learn that they will be heading out to Chapel Hill for their part of the bracket in the upcoming NCAA men's tennis tournament. Arizona women's basketball has a new face to their roster that they were able to add through the transfer portal as former Oklahoma State star Lauren Fields officially makes her commitment to the University of Arizona. The NFL finished their inquiry into Hugh Jackson's comment saying that he was told to tank by Browns ownership, and the league says that the claims were unsubstantiated after their independent review. And Draymond Green was thrown out of the first game against the Memphis Grizzlies. Draymond Green of the Golden State Warriors said that he will not change his style of play following his flagrant 2 call against the Grizzlies as they get ready to take on Memphis in Game 2 of their series later on in the week. And that's what's trending locally and nationally here on 1290. Still more to come here on The Rich Herrera Show. This is Wildcats Radio 1290.
Oh, my apologies. I forgot to turn the Dragon Ball cam on for your update.
It's no problem.
You want to do it again?
No, we're good.
I didn't even listen to your update. What did you say?
Well, so the Arizona men's team, the Arizona men's tennis team will not be hosting. They were actually going to be heading out to Chapel Hill, so that'll be their spot for their first part of the bracket.
All right.
Arizona women's basketball is going to have former Oklahoma State star Lauren Fields will be coming to play for Adia Barnes for the University of Arizona. The NFL finished their inquiry into the Hugh Jackson's comments that he was told to tank for the sake of the Browns. The league said that was unsubstantiated after their independent review. And, of course, Draymond Green says that he will not change the way he plays the game following his flagrant 2 ejection. That was a ticky-tack.
That's the only one I cared about. I actually heard that. That was a ticky-tack foul.
Well, it's a ticky-tack foul.
That was a reputation foul.
Reputation's one thing, and then when you hook your finger under the guy's jersey and pull, that's another thing in its entirety.
Did he do it on purpose?
Well,
I've seen worse flagrant fouls.
Well, it depends on the era you're talking about. Obviously, if you're going back to like the 80s and the 90s, of course there have been worse flagrant calls.
No, even just this year. Was it really that big of a flagrant foul?
I mean, when you're grabbing the guy out of the air like that, I mean, you have to make that call. It's an endangering foul.
Wait a minute. So the referee, I heard the referee that he said he wound up and came down on top of him. Well, I don't think he wound up and came down on top of him.
He wound up for the initial contact going up for the air.
Right.
That's where the initial wind up thing comes in. It's because he's jumping across rather than straight up, that he's going across the guy's chest. He hooks a finger in the jersey and then starts to pull. If he doesn't grab, then there's probably at most maybe a flagrant one if the guy still falls. But the guy doesn't fall if he doesn't grab the jersey.
Close to being a flagrant foul.
And again, this is where it's never been consistent with the flagrant calls.
No, this is where I'm right, you're wrong, because I have a blue Twitter check mark and you don't.
This is true.
Right? If you had a blue Twitter check mark, I'd pay attention to you.
But let's be also
what color
fair
of check mark are you going to get when Elon Musk buys Twitter?
Well, he already bought it, didn't he not?
Yeah, but he doesn't take control of it for a couple months, but he says everybody's going to be verified. I wonder if I get to keep my blue check mark, which makes me superior to everybody else.
I'd imagine for me, I'll probably get the gray check mark of, hey, you're here. You at least showed up.
By the way, hey, great news. Miami is doubling up Philadelphia right now by a score 18-9. That's with 6 minutes left to go in the first quarter. Why is that great news? Hello, are you there?
I'm not sure what.
Because James Harden's losing.
Oh, okay, right. We're on the we hate James Harden because he went to ASU thing.
Yeah, and there's more stupid, ugly beards in the world because of him.
I mean, I've never hated James Harden's beard. I think James Harden's beard is very, very nice. I think it's a good beard.
Look at you know what, folks? If you're watching the stream, I'll just put the camera on Dragon Ball just to see his taste in clothing.
The taste in clothing, and I've never attempted to grow a beard out as big as James Harden, but I do like having a beard. I prefer having a beard rather than being clean shaved.
I'm taking the camera off you.
Right, okay.
Number for you to join us, 520-848-1290, 520-848-1290. Here's how bad it was for the school-by-school breakdown of the Pac-12. Talking about the NFL draft in Las Vegas over the weekend. The highlight of the weekend was Gronk's draft party. I wish I would have known. I would have been the creepy old man at Gronk's draft party, fully clothed while everybody else was walking around barefoot, bare-chested, and the girls in bikinis. I would have been the old guy, with a big sun hat, wearing a long-sleeve UV-proof T-shirt.
UV-proof?
Yeah, when you can wear the swim shirts that you won't get sunburnt?
Oh, okay.
The UV 28 T-shirt.
Something like that. Yeah, no,
flip-flops and my farmer's tan on my ankles.
Not proud to say I wore a UV shirt in the pool, let alone out of it.
You do or you don't?
I do.
I do.
I
try to see my big fat butt swimming. Even in my house by myself.
Even when I was skinny, I ended up doing it only because I found that it was a cheap way to
not have muscles.
Well, not have muscles is the first thing, but the other part was
be pasty.
You're able to adjust to the water temperature a lot faster if you put your shirt in the pool first and then you put the shirt on, and then it allows your body to acclimate to the cold water.
Dragon Ball, there's only one way a man gets into a pool, and that's jumping in.
No, you got to. Sometimes if you need to, you can use the steps.
You're never supposed to use the steps.
Yeah.
It's like you should never shake anybody's hand while you're sitting down. There's this whole list of rules.
I mean, depending on how important the person is that I'm talking to, I'm not expecting them to stand up to shake my hand.
If I go to shake your hand, if you come to shake my hand, and I sit down while I'm shaking your hand, that's no bueno. If you shake hands with somebody, you got to stand up, look them in the eye, and shake their hands like the minute.
If the person can't,
then you give them the alpha move of you give them the alpha move. You shake their hand, and then you pull back a little bit.
I mean, if we're talking like a elder statesman of whatever, like we're talking like a man who's
don't shake my hand. If you're not going to stand up to shake my hand, I don't want to shake your hand. Shaking hand is a sign of respect.
Yeah, it's a sign of respect, and I can shake a man's hand that he's sitting down if he's very old or he just doesn't feel well. I can do that.
Dragon Ball hole that you use to take us down. Okay, if he's on his deathbed, you don't have to get out of your deathbed and shake my hand. But if we're shaking hands and you're fully able and you're fully bodied and you can stand up and you just decide to sit where you are and not stand up to shake my hand, then we got problems. Like I'm old school. If I meet a woman, I take my hat off. If I'm wearing a baseball cap, I meet a woman. Like I met some folks at the fair this weekend. And they go, hey, I'd like to introduce you to, and it's a woman, I'll take my hat off.
What, do you get introduced to the All-Star game? Are you on the third baseline?
No, that's different. You were tipping your cap like a ball player. Hey, I take my cap off, and out of respect when I'm meeting a woman.
Okay.
There's Dragon Ball. He's going to meet a woman with the cap on, sitting down and not getting up to say hello.
I mean, we're just talking about trying to shake a person's hand, and they may
It's
be.
called manners. Did I teach you manners?
Why must you needlessly complicate everything?
It's called manners. It's called chivalry. It's called society.
Oh, society.
Yeah, the societal norms that we need to reinstall so we can all be polite and be nicer to each other.
I mean, you're
and
asking
be more
a
respectful.
lot to bring up society.
These are just things in proper society. That's what gentlemen do. Do you hold the door open for women?
I hold the door open for men and for women. Doesn't matter where I'm at. At the gas station, at the store, I can do it for whoever.
I'll do it for a dude, but I'll always do it for women.
What do you got to say about Pac-12 football?
No, just trying to teach you how to win friends and influence people.
Well, I understand. I appreciate it. A little too much.
Just saying. I'm just, listen. There's little kids that listen to this program. My buddy Talon, by the way, I met Talon's mom and dad in
Right.
Mr. On's, and I've been waiting for them. I need to get a hold of them because we're supposed to go to a baseball game. Talon, if they're picking you up from school right now, tell your dad to call me. What?
Nothing.
He was the greatest. He listened to
Right.
the show every day. He even knew who you were.
Really?
Yeah. I saw him in Mr. On's like a month ago.
Very nice.
Yeah. Okay, so how bad was the Pac-12 performance at the NFL draft? Do you have any idea how bad it was for this conference? How embarrassing it was for this conference? You know what school had the most draft picks overall? Take a guess.
Well, the record was broken by the University of Georgia Bulldogs, where I believe
those are 5 first-round picks. No, I'm just talking about overall total draft picks in the NFL draft.
Right. Georgia had like 17 through 7 rounds.
Okay. How about in our conference? Because that's what we care about, the Conference of Champions. Who had the most picks? Who had the most picks in our conference?
My guess would be USC.
And
I'm going to stick with another Southern California school, maybe UCLA.
UCLA had 6 picks overall. Number 2 was UW and the school up north with 4 each.
Really? Washington beat out USC?
USC only had 3 picks in the draft.
Wow.
Well, they had an awful year. Fired their coach, everything they went on. 3. University of California had 2. I saw this graphic. This came from CBS Sports, so I hope it's correct. Otherwise, I'm going to be in trouble. Cal had 2. Oregon had 1. Kayvon Thibodeau, number 6 overall to the Giants, but other than that, nothing. Stanford had 1. Oregon State had 1 player drafted.
Oof.
And the Golden Sombrero goes to Colorado and the University of Arizona. No players selected in the NFL draft. Took the Golden Sombrero over all, how many rounds of the draft are there? 38?
7 rounds
all now. 49 rounds of the draft. Nada. For the Conference of Champions.
I mean, there's also the supplemental draft, so you might be able to include that. But no, it's just 7 rounds.
Just 7 rounds.
Just 7 rounds.
Don't make things more complicated. I'm gonna get you a big sign that says KISS. Keep it simple. It'll you know what I mean? No, it's just bad. And you wonder why the Pac-12 doesn't get teams in the college football playoffs? Hello. If you can't get players in the draft, you're not going to get the athletes here, and you're not going to get to the college football playoffs. George Kliavkoff, we've got to do something to improve our lot in life in college football. We'll talk about that a little bit more coming up with the program. Breaking news today in regards to the University of Arizona and basketball uniforms. In case you missed it, we'll talk about that coming up next. Oh, do we give away our gift cards yet?
We've got to give away those right now.
All right. Well, you're in charge of that. Go ahead.
Tucson, are you ready to win? The Wildcats Radio 1290 box office is now open.
Hey guys, you ready to let the dogs out?
With tickets to ball games, concerts, movies, and more.
We have to get on. We have so much time and so little to do. Strike that. Reverse it. This way, please.
Start calling at 520-848-1290 to win. Good luck from Wildcats Radio 1290.
Oh my God, thank you.
Today is one of those and more prizes. Today we're going to give away a $25 gift card to Hooters. $25 gift card to Hooters. Call right now, 520-848-1290. 520-848-1290, the number for you to join us. One more time, 520-848-1290. You want a $25 gift card if you are caller number
12 for the Pac-12 Conference.
12 for the Pac-12 Conference. Caller number 12. You won a $25 gift card to Hooters. 520-848-1290. We'll continue with you. Arizona's going to make a change in their uniforms, and McHale will tell you about it next here on 1290.
This is the Rich Herrera Radio Show. Now streaming on Facebook Live and YouTube at Wildcats 1290 and our website, wildcatsradio1290.com.
Terry crosses middle, hand it to Mathurin between the rings. Over for Krisa. Checked by Campbell. High screen from Koloko. Krisa around it, drives right. Throw it for Koloko, who slams it down for two. Lamb set. And the pitch to Susak, driven out towards right field. That is going to get down for a base hit and go all the way to the wall. Casagrande headed for third. They're going to wave him around. He's coming home, and the Wildcats have tied it up. Susak with an RBI double to right center. And we're still playing ball. Tied at 16 in the bottom of the 10th. Shot blocked by Koloko, who grabs it out of the air. Ahead to Dalen Terry, Arizona with the ball, minute 30 to go, and a 6-point lead. Juzang working right, drives to the bucket, put up, blocked by Koloko, grabbed by Larson. Arizona ball, 38 seconds left. For Bernard, goes right, blocked by Ballo, grabbed by Mathurin. Arizona ball, 22 seconds left. Campbell down for the Bruins, throw it out to Riley. He'll shoot the three, blocked again by Koloko. Ballo grabs it, it's over. Championship to Tucson.
Hey, sports fans, it's Rich Herrera. Thank you so much for tuning into our stream. We'll be back in just a bit. Until then, how about some Arizona Wildcat highlights?
Fourth down and less than a yard. Trojans will go for it in a tie game. Slovis out of the shotgun. Step to his left. Step to handoff. Into the backfield and drop. No gain, loss on the play. Cats take over.
That's a huge play by Arizona. Explosive play in the backfield that time.
Shot blocked by Koloko, who grabs it out of the air. Ahead to Dalen Terry, Arizona with the ball, minute 30 to go, and a 6-point lead. Juzang working right, drives to the bucket, put up, blocked by Koloko, grabbed by Larson. Arizona ball, 38 seconds left. For Bernard, goes right, blocked by Ballo, grabbed by Mathurin. Arizona ball, 22 seconds left. Campbell down for the Bruins, throw it out to Riley. He'll shoot the three, blocked again by Koloko. Ballo grabs it, it's over. Championship to Tucson. Dalen Terry quickly the other way, out to Tabellas, down the lane to throw it down with the left hand. Look out. The locomotive slams it home.
Hey, sports fans, it's Rich Herrera. Show will be back in just a little bit. Thanks for tuning into our stream. Until then, how about some great moments for the University of Arizona Wildcats?
Fourth down and 2, Arizona. Down 14-0. Wildcats on fourth down this year are 12 of 20. Offset backfield. Plummer to throw the ball, looking, throwing towards the back of the end zone, and it's hot! Touchdown, Arizona! Oh, did they need that? My goodness, Booby Curry had to leap in the air to take the ball over the top of the defender, and the Cats are on the board. ASU with the ball, down by 11, so they have to go. Steal by Koloko. He's going to drive the other way and slam it home, and foul by Lawrence.
Why Lawrence contested the big man, Christian Koloko, with defensive steal and flush.
Lawrence picks up his third foul. Big guys love to play point guard. Koloko looked like one driving down. That was from mid-court. 3-point lead again for TCU. Down to 30 seconds left. Mathurin with the ball for the Wildcats. Mathurin around a Koloko screen. Picked up by Lampkin. Go outside for Koloko. Feed it to Terry, right corner. Terry can't go baseline. Circles back out top to Mathurin. 10 to shoot. 16 left in the ballgame. Mathurin, 3 balls straight away. Good!
That's a huge shot for Ben Mathurin in Arizona. Timeout TCU. This ball game is knotted up.
12.6 seconds to go. Ben Mathurin drains a deep 3 from straight away. He's got 24 points, and we're all even.
Hey, sports fans, this is Rich Herrera. Thanks so much for tuning into our stream. Back in just a bit. Until then, how about some highlights from the University of Arizona?
McLeod's going to line up under center. Wiley, the running back. Receiver either side. 2 tight ends. Oregon, 5-man front. They shift. Play fake, rolling right. McLeod looking to throw. Going deep. Down, trying to find Berryhill. Makes the catch inside the 25-yard line. Still loose inside the 15. First down, Arizona.
What a play by McLeod. He was.
Rich Herrera Radio Show. Thanks for joining us, everybody. Hey, don't forget, Mother's Day is coming up. If you haven't got something for your mom yet, and it's always tricky. Like my mom, I could never figure out what to get her because sometimes I get her something. This is awesome. But other times I think, oh, she's going to love it. She goes, Do you have the receipt? Can I get my money back? We've got an opportunity for you to get something kind of cool for your mom. How about tickets for her to go see Smashing Pumpkins? This Mother's Day, we're giving mom a chance to take revenge on their kids by telling us stories of some of the wildest things their kids have done. One lucky mom will win 2 tickets to see Smashing Pumpkins at Casino del Sol's Ava Amphitheater May 15th. Visit WildcatsRadio1290.com to submit your Revenge of the Mom story to enter to win today. You know mine? You know what mine is?
You've been teasing this all show. I think we need to figure out what this story is.
So when I was in high school, we had Senior Ditch Day. Wish my mom were around because she loves telling this story. Senior Ditch Day. And I was going to have a party at my house. And I never had a party at my house. We've never had parties at our house. I didn't really go to high school parties. I was kind of a nerd. And my best friend convinced me. I said, I got to work. He goes, oh, that's okay. I'll start the party. So he brought, it was only supposed to be a couple of us. Half the school showed up to go swimming at my house. I wasn't there. My neighbor was, my best friend was there. And the old lady that lived across the street from us, Mrs. Slaughter, our neighbor, called my mom at work and said, Virginia, I don't know what's going on, but there's a bunch of kids at your house and I don't see Richard anywhere. So I was at work. I didn't know what's going on. My mom comes racing home. She finds my best friend. She goes, what is going on? She goes, well, Rich said we could have a party. Where is he? He's at work. He's having a party at our house and he's not even here. So she walked through. It's like one of those old 1990s John Hughes movies. She walks around kicking everybody out. She walks in the kitchen. There's some girl making a sandwich. Kicks everybody out. I get a call at work. You better get your ass home right now. Like, this is before cell phones, obviously. Now. But I'm working. I don't care. You're leaving now. And I got home. My best friend was supposed to stay. He bailed. And I'm like, well, I gave him the key, but I told him he had to wait till I got home. She goes, you gave someone a key to our house and threw a party and you're not even here? I was in trouble for a long time.
I think the first rule of when you're trying to host a party is you never let your friend host it for you while you're still waiting to host.
That's my version of, what's that movie? I love that movie, Project X. You ever seen that?
Oh, you got to, okay.
Where Thomas Cub is having a birthday and his best friend blows it into this incredible party and they burn down his house.
Okay, no, that's not the one I was thinking. I've never seen that one.
So instead of watching Taiwanese puppetry from Japan, Hey, look, it's Taiwanese puppetry. For those new to the program and our American audience, Dragon Ball goes on the dark web.
Our American audience.
For those of you new to the program watching on YouTube around the world,
okay,
and our American audience, Dragon Balls. Listen, there's new people that I was looking. There's a lot of people watching us on the stream today. So you never know, they could be anywhere. They could be in Taiwan where they enjoy puppetry.
Any fans of Thunderbolt Fantasy? Let me know in the chat.
Is that the name of it?
Yep, I keep telling you this. It's Thunderbolt Fantasy.
Dude,
that's the name.
if I, you have to pay for it, right?
I mean, I pay for the subscription to watch it. Yeah.
So let me ask you what happened if I was checking out of a hotel room and it has a pay-per-view for Thunderbolt Fantasy. How funny is the little girl behind the counter going to look at me?
I mean, if you end up if I'm working the bellhop,
if I have my credit card and my credit card statement comes and my wife pays all the bills because I'm an idiot and I don't know how to balance a checkbook,
right?
And she were to ask me, honey, what is this charge for $19.95 for Thunderbolt Fantasy?
I mean, I'm hoping you're getting at least the entire first season for $19.95.
How much is it?
I mean, for the entire subscription service, it's only like $10.
$10. It's $9.99 for Thunderbolt Fantasy. I'd have some explaining to do.
And some 500 other shows that you can watch as well. But
I don't even want to know the names of those other shows. This is a family program.
Oh, come on.
Thunderbolt Fantasy. And what is it?
What?
It's Taiwanese puppetry. Produced in
Japan.
Japan. It's called Thunderbolt Fantasy.
It's a very cool show.
It's really cool.
I like it. That's all I care about is I like it.
So for our American audiences, for our American viewers today, what was I talking about? I got distracted.
You were talking about your Mother's Day, Mother's Revenge story.
Oh, yeah. So what would happen if my wife saw Thunderbolt Fantasy? I'd get in trouble.
Right.
Anyway. You took me down the Dragon Ball.
I mean, I didn't even do anything on that one.
You
no,
did too.
I did not. That one was
so
all you.
That's one of my bad stories. There's plenty more. So, and again, tell your moms, get revenge on your kids by telling them bad stories, bad things they did as a kid growing up. I wonder if, are we supposed to have moms call and tell? Are moms supposed to tell us, or kids tell us?
I think it's supposed to be the moms call it.
Yeah, but moms don't listen to this radio show, do they? Do we get a lot of moms listening?
I mean, we just our winner for the Hooters gift card was one Lois Mark. So yeah, we get some like moms.
So Lois, write about your rotten things your kids did. They can't be worse than mine. That's such a disappointment to my parents.
I mean, you're here though.
That's true.
You got a show named after you. I think that you made them pretty proud.
No. I told you a story when I first started doing this.
Right, but again, I'm sure they're saying that in
No. My mom, she thought it was bobblehead. My dad wrote, I talk when we do the Trajan Wealth commercials, I talk about, my dad and the trust. You know, in his letter he wrote to us, my dad actually wrote, do not let Richard Stephen be in charge of anything. Mark, you take care of things because you know how your brother is.
Really?
Yes. And my brother has the letter, and he shows it to me. What do you know? Look, Dad told me I'm in charge because he knows what a dummy you are. And I go, Dad was really right. You take care of everything. I'm going to sit over here and eat a breakfast burrito.
Man, don't talk to me about food right now. I'm hungry. I didn't get anything for lunch.
Sorry, there wasn't a kid's meal delivered to you.
I mean, it wasn't necessarily a kid's meal or anything that I was asking.
Folks, you got to understand, whenever he eats lunch, we go get something. He comes back. We get it to go. I scarf it down in like 2 minutes. He eats. We'll get Raising Cane's and he'll eat it over the course of 5 hours. And by the time the show's over, he's still chewing on cold French fries that are five hours old.
They taste just as good cold as they do hot.
No, they don't.
Yes,
if you're over the age of 7.
Oh, come on.
My little friend from the Ukraine even knows to eat pizza before it gets cold.
I mean, depending on the pizza, that's almost a requirement.
Stop. Anyway, I was going to tell you this breaking news. University of Arizona is going to go in a different direction with basketball uniforms. The Gradient, Tommy Lloyd mentioned this, that they're going to make changes. The Gradient is gone. In fact, they sent a tweet out showing the jersey going away. And then just a black and white block A. So the University of Arizona is going to change out their uniform. And the Gradient's going to be gone. I wonder, do they go old school Lute Olson style? Or do they come up with something avant-garde? What's wrong with that word? Is that a bad word?
No. It's just, if you're going to say avant-garde, you almost have to say it as... You have to say it as extravagant as the word looks to read.
Avant-garde.
Avant-garde. Remember, Federación Internacional Fútbol Asociación, you need to say it.
Shut up.
You need to say it with a little bit of flair to it. Avant-garde.
So anyway, it might be avant-garde when they go out for their new uniforms. Do you want to see them go old school? Do you want them to go new school? And I started talking about this a little bit earlier. Listen, they're U of A. It doesn't matter. They get the best of the best that want to come to school here. But when the folks at Nike get together and they start trying to figure out what type of uniform, and they've been working on this for it takes 18 months in order to change over a uniform and a logo and all the rest. Do they go back and maybe will we see the return of the Cactus Dick Tomey, Lute Olson era Arizona Wildcat logo somewhere? Do they go old school with that, or do they go new school with something very avant-garde and try to keep up with the Joneses? Because in our conference, we do both. Oregon State will get out there and get a little. Oregon will just get crazy because they're Phil Knight's team. Oregon State can go with different looks. Washington, I don't know. Washington State's old school. Cal has been Under Armour, and they were a jump man. I'm not sure what they are right now. They'll go new school. Stanford's about as boring and plain as you can get. USC, UCLA, they don't change much up. Arizona State just god-awful ugly when you're Rustin Mustard and you come up with the stupidest combinations ever. That could be the ugliest gear in all of college athletics. I'm trying to think, is there anything uglier than Arizona State gear? I'm not saying it because I live in Tucson. But it's rust and mustard. It's maroon and yellow, which looks like other things that I can't say on the radio. And then they add in black, matte black, to make it even more unappealing. At least Arizona red and blue, that's America's color. America.
I know that this is not me taking a shot at our dear friend David Kelly, but I got to say that the Browns jerseys are always really, really rough to look at because it looks like...
I said college athletics.
Well, college athletics.
Is there anything worse in college athletics?
In college athletics, I would argue...
Maybe San Diego State's red and black?
San Diego State's actually, I don't hate it. It has a decent look. It's just that when they go heavy black with the red accent, that's where it looks a little rough. I think...
The Chanticleers?
Well, the Chanticleers is...
Coastal Carolina, that's a goofy number. Tulane comes up with some bad gear.
I'm going to say that for me personally, you were mentioning how, you go with the legacy jerseys and, they stand the test of time. I'm going to say I honestly do not like the red and white of Oklahoma. I think it's boring.
Well, it's crimson and cream.
Well, crimson and cream, but I don't like that combination. I think it looks very tired and very dull.
I like OU.
Oh no,
I like their jerseys.
And again, for it's just for me personally, I think that OU's colors are very boring because it's usually it's all white with just the red helmet.
Cream and crimson, not white. Cream.
Well, cream. I look at it, I just see white, but the all cream, like from the jerseys to the pants to the shoes to the gloves, everything's all cream with just the red letters and the red helmet. To me, it just has this bizarre look to it. I just don't like how it looks. Another one that, honestly, I really don't think it looks good is when Ohio State wears the black jerseys.
Yeah, that's dumb.
That one doesn't. I know that everyone says that black makes everything look better. There's a couple situations where that doesn't work.
There's a couple things where it's awful. Like when you put black and gold together. Oh my gosh, that's the worst combination you'll ever see.
No, the Saints jerseys also they
no,
really need
black and not old gold, new gold.
Well, that's yellow.
Black and yellow. They look like bumblebees.
Well, I mean, that could be for the Boston Bruins, too, which they're playing right now, actually, in the NHL playoffs because hockey playoffs are on, baby.
Nobody cares. Turn your microphone off. Stop talking. Hockey playoffs. The Heat are playing the Sixers right now.
You've got 2 playoff series in the NBA going on today. You got 4 great hockey games going on today. This is a holiday for hockey fans.
Yeah, all 3 of you could stand there together.
That's fine. We get all the Hooters wings we want.
I'm not letting you win today. Speaking of that, you want to give away some Hooters wings right now?
We can go ahead and we can give away a couple more Hooters gift cards here.
A couple more? We have one left.
We have one left. Right.
What, you got to give away multiple? You got to go buy one yourself?
I mean, I may go buy one right now.
All right, well, let's just give one away.
Just be ready when I come in tomorrow wearing my game sweater. Just be ready tomorrow. I'll be coming in wearing my Penguin sweater.
Great. You can't wear it on our stream.
Oh, I can't?
No.
Oh, well.
Because it's copywritten, so we have to actually dress nice.
That's a shame. But let's open up the box office.
Hey, Tucson. We are the sports station that gives you stuff just for listening.
Hachi-machi.
The Wildcats Radio 1290 box office is now open. Oh, my God. With tickets to ball games, concerts, movies, and more.
I know, it's crazy. Welcome to the Thunderdome, people.
Start calling at 520-848-1290 to win from Tucson's best sports station, Wildcats Radio 1290.
All right, I got a $25 gift card to Hooters for caller number 9. I don't know why I said number 9. I've just said number 9. Caller number 9 right now, 520-848-1290. It's the box office blitz every Monday. We give you stuff just for listening to this radio show and stream now. Available on YouTube and Facebook Live at Wildcats 1290. Caller number 520-848-1290, 520-848-1290. Good luck. Caller number 9 wins a $25 gift card to Hooters. Coming up, the big story. And then in case you missed it, Brad Sesmat joins us from Sports 360 AZ. And we break down the Suns Game 1 coming up here on 1290.
This is the Rich Herrera Radio Show. Now streaming on Facebook Live and YouTube at Wildcats 1290 and our website, wildcatsradio1290.com.
Terry crosses middle, handed to Mathurin between the rings. Over for Krisa. Checked by Campbell. High screen from Koloko. Krisa around it, drives right. Throw it for Koloko, who slams it down for 2. Lamb set. And the pitch to Susak, driven out towards right field. That is going to get down for a base hit and go all the way to the wall. Casagrande headed for third. They're going to wave him around. He's coming home, and the Wildcats have tied it up. Susak with an RBI double to right center. And we're still playing ball. Tied at 16 in the bottom of the 10th. Shot blocked by Koloko, who grabs it out of the air. Ahead to Dalen Terry, Arizona with the ball, minute 30 to go, and a 6-point lead. Juzang working right, drives to the bucket, put up, blocked by Koloko, grabbed by Larson. Arizona ball, 38 seconds left. For Bernard, goes right, blocked by Ballo, grabbed by Mathurin. Arizona ball, 22 seconds left. Campbell down for the Bruins, throw it out to Riley. He'll shoot the 3, blocked again by Koloko. Ballo grabs it, it's over. Championship to Tucson.
Hey, sports fans, it's Rich Herrera. Thank you so much for tuning into our stream. We'll be back in just a bit. Until then, how about some Arizona Wildcat highlights?
4th down and less than a yard. Trojans will go for it in a tie game. Slovis out of the shotgun. Step to his left. Step the handoff. Into the backfield and drop. No gain, loss on the play. Cats take over.
That's a huge play by Arizona. Explosive play in the backfield that time.
Shot blocked by Koloko, who grabs it out of the air. Ahead to Dalen Terry, Arizona with the ball, minute 30 to go, and a 6-point lead. Juzang working right, drives to the bucket, put up, blocked by Koloko, grabbed by Larson. Arizona ball, 38 seconds left. For Bernard, goes right, blocked by Ballo, grabbed by Mathurin. Arizona ball, 22 seconds left. Campbell down for the Bruins, throw it out to Riley. He'll shoot the 3, blocked again by Coloco. Ballo grabs it. It's over. Championship to Tucson. Dalen Terry quickly the other way. Out to Tabellis. Down the lane to throw it down with the left hand. Look out. The locomotive slams it home.
Hey, sports fans, it's Rich Herrera. Show will be back in just a little bit. Thanks for tuning into our stream. Until then, how about some great moments for the University of Arizona Wildcats?
4th down and 2, Arizona. Down 14-0. Wildcats on 4th down this year are 12 of 20. Offset backfield. Plummer to throw the ball, throwing towards the back of the end zone, and it's caught. Touchdown, Arizona. Oh, did they need that? My goodness. Booby Curry had to leap in the air to take the ball over the top of the defender, and the Cats are on the board. ASU with the ball. Down by 11, so they have to go. Steal by Coloco. He's going to drive the other way and slam it home, and foul by Lawrence.
Why Lawrence contested the big man, Christian Coloco, with defensive steal and flush.
Lawrence picks up his 3rd foul. Big guys love to play point guard. Coloco looked like what, driving down that was from midcourt. 3-point lead again for TCU. Down to 30 seconds left. Matherin with the ball for the Wildcats. Matherin around a Coloco screen, picked up by Lampkin. Go outside for Coloco. Feed it to Terry, right corner. Terry can't go baseline. Circles back out top to Matherin. 10 to shoot. 16 left in the ballgame. Matherin, 3 balls straight away. Good!
That's
We're tied.
Huge shot for Ben Matherin in Arizona. Timeout TCU. This ball game is knotted up.
12.6 seconds to go. Ben Matherin drains a deep 3 from straight away. He's got 24 points, and we're all even.
Hey, sports fans, this is Rich Herrera. Thanks so much for tuning into our stream. Back in just a bit. Until then, how about some highlights from the University of Arizona?
McLeod's going to line up under center. Wiley, the running back. Receiver either side. 2 tight ends. Oregon, 5-man front. They shift. Play fake, rolling right. McLeod looking to throw. Going deep. Down, trying to find Berrios. Makes the catch inside the 25-yard line. Still loose inside the 15. First down, Arizona.
What a play by McLeod. He was smacked, but he had the presence of mind to know where Berryhill was. He threw the ball. He underthrew the ball, and Berryhill was looking back at it. And
This portion of the program brought to you by QC Kinetics. Stop living with that daily pain in your knees or back or shoulders. You don't have to. And just don't let them tell you surgery if steroids are your only option. You do have another option that can give you lasting results. QC Kinetics. You got to call them today. So many people here in Tucson are pain-free now thanks to the natural biologic treatments at QC Kinetics. The local medical professionals at QC Kinetics are helping people with regenerative medicine, using powerful healing properties from your own body, restoring and repairing damaged joint tissue. Imagine living without that nagging chronic pain with no drugs, no downtime, and no surgery. Call QC Kinetics now for a free consultation. 2 locations here, Academy and Orange Grove. If joint pain is keeping you from work or play, you need to discover the power of natural biologic treatments. Call QC Kinetics now, 520-497-4955. That's 520-497-4955. QC Kinetics, Academy and Orange Grove. Their number, 520-497-4955. All right, here's all the big stories that have been cooking since you've been stuck at work. Do you feel like coming to work today, Dragon Ball?
I mean, yeah, I like coming into work.
Okay.
More often
Sometimes
than not.
Mondays, people don't want to come into work.
I mean, more often than not, I understand.
More often than not, like, I got to put up with that jerk again.
I mean, no, we've had a couple Mondays off the last couple weeks, haven't we?
Yeah, I took some time off. Did you miss me?
I did.
Okay. Big stories today. Cats take 3 of 4 from Nevada over the weekend. Back in on a Tuesday, GCU in town before the team heads on the road to play the University of Southern California. By the way, it's $2 Tuesday. At High Corbett. Do you want to go with me?
$2 Tuesday at High Corbett. I mean,
$2 hot dogs.
We'd have to leave here right away to get there.
I'll throw 20 down and get you 10 hot dogs. Could you eat 10 hot dogs?
Oh, absolutely not. Not a chance.
How many hot dogs could you eat?
I usually,
if you wanted to go, Joey Chestnut.
No, I refuse to eat like Joey Chestnut. I can't.
Do you realize
dunking the hot dogs in water is the biggest turnoff to those eating contests for me? I can't do that.
Do you realize that those guys have groupies?
Oh yeah, no, absolutely.
No. Like full on groupies.
Yes.
Like girls.
When you are a champion of anything, guarantee you will have groupies. Like, here's the thing. I know kids in elementary school who had groupies because they were good at marbles. If you are a champ at anything,
did not.
Yes.
You
know
did
what?
not.
Even my dad would say that was a thing, even back in his day.
Oh, stop making things up.
No.
No, I'm talking real groupies, like people that collect collectibles of Ultimate Eating Champions.
Oh, you mean like super fans is more so what you're talking. Okay.
No, what are you talking about? Like, I got a fan. Oh, you're the best marble player in town. No,
I'm thinking like groupies of like what you think about with like heavyweight, like the world champion boxers, how they've got like the hype guys that just come out with them in the walkouts and stuff like that. That to me is a groupie.
Folks, I tried my best to stay out of the Dragon Ball hole. So when you played marbles, you had somebody walk in. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, please welcome the greatest marble player there ever was.
If you could beat a kid in marbles and you got to take his marbles home, guess what? You were the big dog on campus.
No, I just fought with other kids.
It would probably have been cooler to just fight kids.
It's just easier just to get in fights. Get bullied or be a bully. No bullying. Bullying is bad.
Yeah, we don't endorse that.
No, I used to get bullied as a kid until I got big enough and then I beat the crap out of my bully. Incredibly satisfying.
Zach Grandov used to say, bullies get bullied out here.
No, I'm talking about the Ultimate Eating Champions.
Right.
Like the guys you see at Nathan's Hot Dogs on 4th of July.
Right, yeah.
When I worked for the baseball team, we had a couple of those guys come out, and there were people showing up for autographs. And they had photos of them, and they had figurines, and they had belts. And I was so surprised. They had women groupies that were throwing themselves at the Ultimate Eating Champions.
Right.
Like, hey, here's my number. Like, there were girls hitting on the guys because they were famous for being eating champions.
Again,
that's the kind of groupie I'm talking about.
If you're a champion of anything, you will have groupies. Doesn't matter what
like I remember rolling in, like when I was in San Francisco. I remember we rolled into Denver once I was in the traveling party. We rolled into Denver. It was like 4:30 in the morning, and there were girls in the lobby with beer saying, "Who wants to party?" Same thing for these guys. I was amazed. I was like, seriously, you want to? Oh yeah, he's so hot. Like, come to the all-you-can-eat buffet with me. I'll really tell you how cool I could be.
I don't remember the guy's name from Man vs. Food.
Adam Richmond.
Yes, but I also imagine that he is also in the same category.
He was a big loser. All his friends went on to have very successful careers, and I was friends of a friend of his. One of his friends worked with me. And Adam he was a bum. And he would just go from couch to couch until, he had a group of core friends, and he'd come stay on a couch until they got tired of him, and the wife goes like, will you get that fat, smelly, disgusting person off my couch? And they'd say, time for you to hit the road and go stay with somebody else. That's what he would do. All his friends were wildly successful. The only thing he knew how to do was eat. And he segued into Man versus Food. He also ruined his stomach.
Well, yeah, no, the amount of hot wing challenge that he'd have.
No, he put on so much weight he had to give up the show.
Well, that too, but I'm just saying, in regards to his digestion, I'm sure it didn't help him either.
I don't know, but he would come by the ballpark, and he had people that would just run to see him.
Again, if you're a champion in anything, if you got a TV show at any point, you will
then we have a shot. We've got a TV show now on YouTube.
We've got a shot.
You can check us out at Wildcats 1290 on YouTube and Facebook Live. What else? Stanley Berryhill III signs a free agent deal with the Falcons. He'll be on the show with us on Wednesday. We're going to talk to him on Wednesday about what the NFL draft was like. I wonder if he went to Gronk's pool party.
I don't know. Was he out in Vegas or was he here at home?
No, he was up in Phoenix.
Right.
Suns play the Mavs tonight. Chris Paul versus Luka Doncic.
No, that's going to be Mikal Bridges versus Doncic. That's
Mikal Bridges, but I see.
Getting
the two superstars. Well, who's the big stars? Who's the biggest star of the Suns? CP3.
Well, the biggest star, I would say, just by recognition standpoint, would be Chris Paul. But Devin Booker is the motor that moves that boat.
You can't write headlines.
What do you mean I can't write headlines?
Tonight, CP3 versus Luka. Suns versus.
Well, okay. I can write.
I'm not talking about the matchups. When I say Tom Brady and the Buccaneers taking on Peyton Manning and the Colts. I know that's different times, but
say, that's
Tom
a different
Brady
era.
and Peyton, just stop it. Dubs win without Draymond Green got kicked out at the end of the first half. They still win. They're still my favorites to win it all. And Miami's got a 5-point lead with 2 minutes left in the half versus the Beard. Let's go Heat. I'm done. Luka versus Chris Paul. Everybody knows what I'm talking about.
I like the matchup stories.
I've got a headache.
Get your Theragun.
I need a Modelo is what I need. Coming up, in case you missed it, Brad Sesmat, Dragon Ball has an update, all coming up here at 1290.
This is the Rich Herrera Radio Show. Now streaming on Facebook Live and YouTube at Wildcats 1290.